Hey yo! Welcome back to Shadow Royalty presents Rollback on Block. I'm Temple Nut, and I'm joined by Musty here today. We here to get this DNF duel action. Musty, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. It's good to be back. It's good to be commentating with you again. It's been a couple weeks now since we've been on the mic. I'm ready to talk about some KOF. Oh my god! Alright, off to a rough start. Talking about some DNF tonight. Yes, sir. 28 entrants, all of them good players. I recognize so many of these names, man. The Ninja Ostrich, pretty strong Crusader player. Huebert, our champion last week, rocking that Berserker. You got players like Lupro in here. We got Leonidas Daimon. We got Shinigami. He just got coming off a third at Summer Jam, actually. Then we got Black, PointPrometheus. A lot of really good Crusaders today. This should be a really fun bracket.
Yeah, that sounds pretty hype. We got the Lisa in the back. I already see her. She already... The Lisa, she's haunted. What happened? What is she so surprised about?
I don't know, man. I don't know. She just kind of showed up. I don't know where she came from, dog. She just appeared.
Oh my gosh. I love Lisa. She's like my favorite, like, vegetarian, saxophone playing, yellow girl. I like that she's so fancy. She got the pearl necklace on.
True.
So elegant. So refined.
Like a mad good low key. All right. Speaking of, though, first match time. It's going to be Leonidas Daimon versus Solodripp. Leonidas Daimon, a pretty strong Ranger player. Solodripp, someone I am not very familiar with. Leonidas Daimon has been playing since the game came out. He was one of the earliest Rangers to do well, won a couple tournaments in the first few weeks. So, should be excited to should be a good set.
Especially, the name Solodripp, right? You know somebody got to come out kind of hot with that, right? You got to come out like doing everything. You got to hit every combo. You got to do the craziest mix-ups. You got the wildest setups. You can't, with that name, you got to be, right? You got to be just OD crazy. Just come out the game.
You just come out to start yelling, bro.
Yeah, just yelling. Nobody ready for that. Nobody ready for that.
Nobody ready for that at all. But you know what I'm ready for? I'm ready for this match. But it's going to be a quick second before we get started on that. So first off, right before we start off anything, I'm going to tell you guys about some Matcherino right now. The Matcherino is live. You can go to matcherino.com/d/RobDNF8 or click the link Leonidas put in the chat with the quick link !Matcherino in the chat. You can go and claim some of those codes and make sure that you guys help support the tournament and support all of our wonderful players here who will be giving you such a great show tonight.
Yeah, and it's free money. It's free money from you to you. Isn't that so cool? Support the players, get the money in here. We have 50 codes available, and get it in. I'm going to be getting mines in a minute, too. Seriously, get it in.
Speaking of the devil, I'm about to claim my code right now. We already got $50 in the pot. Thank you, Shadow Royalty, for putting that $50 in there. I just got to do my quick little login sequence here. And then just like that, painlessly, effortlessly, I claimed 25 cents for the prize pot. You can just go right there, click that sponsor code, and you can get done right now. It's that easy. !Matcherino in the chat.
Money.
It's so easy.
Get that money. Also, DNF tournaments. I've been watching some of, what was it? Masoma in Grand Finals? Yeah, versus Diaphone.
Yep, Diaphone bringing out the Enchantress. Yeah.
I think he does pretty well with that. It seems like it's like a knowledge check, and then it kind of works out, and then it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Okay, we back. I don't know what happened.
Hey!
I got the boot for a second, but we back. No, anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely excluded from the call, Diaphone versus Masoma. Masoma hasn't really adjusted too much to the patch yet, so I think it gave Diaphone a big opportunity because there was a lot of instances where Masoma was running himself out of meter. He didn't really learn Swift Master's new roots or his new enders. So there was a lot that Diaphone was able to do in neutral with Enchantress because there was just not as much meter on the side of Masoma. But that being said, though, we're about to get into our first match of the day. First match of the day, Leonidas Daimon versus Solodripp. Let's get it.
All right. Let's see what's going on. I want to see Solodripp. What's the Solodripp character going to be like? What we got?
I'm wondering, man. I'm wondering. It's got to be... Yeah, you know what? I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I was expecting, but This
All
matchup is
white,
a little bit
everything
weird.
Hitman. All right.
Yeah, this matchup's a little bit weird for Hitman though. It's kind of hard for him to get around his zoning, but once you get in that mid range, then you have access to that success. It's a little bit easier to work with. Ooh, Leonidas catching the roll with a grenade, really good stuff. Another nade is out.
Lupro's going to carry loop. All right. And keeping Solodripp out. You know, the regular game was to start until this man, Hitman, enters the awakening. So now it's time. Now it's time. Let's see what he's about.
That it is.
All right, Leonidas Daimon spent all their meters, so they have to block the sequence. They have to hold this.
Yes, they are, and this might actually lead to a guard break if done. Yes, it does,
Yeah.
and this is going to lead to so much damage. In fact, are you dead after the sweep special move? And this might just kill. Leonidas Daimon not holding onto that meter as much as I wish he did, because now he is dead.
Yeah. You get this character in Awakening, oh my gosh. That's why I think you really gotta just kill him before you even get that far. You make his life easier.
Even though they nerfed the DP, it don't really matter. His guard break potential is still super high.
Alright, Solodripp, get the pressure right now going. Has the corner control, in a Daimon. Ooh, nice reversal. Get off of me.
And trying to just control the space. Throwing that grenade out. Throwing out those spinny guns. Just to try to cover the space that Solodripp wants to approach it.
Looks like Solodripp's just kind of willing to like slowly walk in. Eating a lot of guard damage right now though. But the guard break, ooh, nice rolls out.
Almost guard broken there. Great reversal throw from Leonidas Daimon. And Solodripp gonna get caught trying to jump over that. I'm not sure if Leonidas Daimon's gonna be able to kill it here. I don't think he will. But he will be able to get a guard break if he saves his meter here. Okay, not that way.
Oh.
I think if he meaty, yeah, I was gonna say if he meaty with spinny guns, it would have been a confirmed guard break. But that was still a good situation for Leonidas Daimon. He's still gonna get that round.
Alright, one round apiece. Who's gonna take it? Early match momentum. We'll get the first match of this night. Ooh, Solodripp jumped right into the. Oh my gosh. Super bad positioning right now. Ooh, nice guard thrust. Still gets hit with a grenade though.
Go. Yeah, a little too high, so he wasn't able to get the full combo. Missed the combo into the grenade as well, but is going to catch the run out from Solodripp and is going to get a full combo here, though I don't think this is going to kill yet again. But it doesn't matter, because this is going to lead to a guard break. And you block that guard cancel for absolutely free. And that is round number 1 for Leonidas Daimon. Good stuff.
Yeah, Leonidas Daimon looking pretty good right there. Had a lot of solid control, early match momentum, which all is in their favor. And they just focused on the guard thrust, you know, breaking the guard once they got in, and then just chill out, wait, hey, what are you gonna do now? Nothing. And it looks like they're trying to take advantage of the fact that Solodripp is kind of chilling out, being really passive early match. But right now they're going right in. All right.
Yeah, Solodripp trying to keep that pressure and trying to start dash blocking. Oh, and we might have a bit of a controller situation for Solodripp here. This is unfortunate. Not sure what happened. Not sure if he just had a little bit of a DC. Not sure if the game bugged out on him. We'll have to see what happened. But we'll be getting back to that any moment now. That set was going pretty... Honestly, it was still pretty even. I think as far as their gameplay goes, it was pretty close. It was literally just a matter if Solodripp could get in that one time. Because Leonidas Daimon was definitely crumbling under the pressure, spending a lot of his meter. If Solodripp could get in one of those instances, he could set up for a guard break or for some good pressure or strike throw mix-up. And maybe get something going on Leonidas there. But it really was all down to if he was able to get that 6S starter. Leonidas making it really hard for him, though.
Yeah, so once they get in and get that one situation, and Solodripp was like, all right, I'm in Awakening. I have all this meter. I have all these resources. What are you going to do now, right? So, yeah, because he was swinging either way, going to wait a second to get back to the max. So what's up with that shirt, though? How many lips does it take to get to the center? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I haven't seen that in a while. Yo, I've seen that commercial so many times as a kid. I was like,
same dude, same.
Candy on me too. Oh my gosh, I was just so enthralled by that owl. Like, oh my god, I thought that owl really was wise because he just seemed really cool. They had like kind of like a wonder, a tool. I threw that airy, wispy voice, and they also had candy. I thought it was kind of dangerous though. You know, a little kid talking to like some strange owl they meet in a tree. Like, just stranger danger, like a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
A really old owl with glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Oh no. This is this is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, like,
Oh
what's going on
man.
here, right?
Oh goodness. Yeah. We discovering the unfortunate hidden lore of the of the Tootsie Pop right now, dog. That is not. You see, this is what happens when the game bugs out. Fix your game, man.
Yeah, right.
Fix your game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mind just starts wandering. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I need to see that. I think that'd be like a lore video. The Tootsie Pop hidden lore. It's gonna be like all their eyes like redded out, like that, like that Link is dead. That like, paint all over their face and all these screaming faces. Yeah, like one of the Majora Mask videos. Yeah.
Well, like a dot exe for that one commercial.
Yeah. What? It's gonna do it. YouTube is gonna have like 100,000 views, right?
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah. It starts off with like really like ambient music with like children singing. Just, some sort of horror jungle.
Yeah, exactly, right.
It's like a really like soft-spoken horror version of Ring Around the Rosie or something.
Oh my gosh, yes, that'd be perfect. And it's gonna like fade in. It's gonna be like this like electronic humming, like la 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 la. Yeah, exactly. We already got it. I need to start writing this down right now.
Oh, Rice, you guys can't hear Rice, but Rice, please tell me we're getting back to the match soon. We're getting out of hand over here. This is getting out of control. I don't know what's going on, my man Solodripp at the moment. We will have to see. I'm actually going to go look at that Discord right now. I'm very curious to see what happened in the. It is back up. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about like disconnects inside this game. I'm sure it does happen though. It can be kind of unfortunate. It's just pretty funny too because like I've had it happen to where like I was playing on someone's stream. And then I won the match from my perspective, and somebody else saw it. But then, like for the main stream channel, they won. But it was like when I won, it was like me doing this 6 sequence and this mix of blah blah. And when they won, it was just me standing there in neutral, like holding 5 fully, and it just
fucking,
yeah,
posing in the middle of the screen. I can take all this damage.
I'm stronger than their haters, and I just stand there and just die.
All right. So that happened like pretty much right in the beginning of the round 1. So I don't think Leonidas Daimon's going to take the game. We probably will be going to a game 2. I think Asar is working out how we're going to be getting this match going any second. Same match code. They're on their way right now. Going to be seeing that Ranger versus that Hitman very soon. And like I was saying, their set has been incredibly close so far. Leonidas Daimon had to really inch it out and win a lot of neutral interactions in a row to be able to stop Solodripp from being able to get in like that. But we'll see if Solodripp is able to make the adjustments necessary to take a game here. Leonidas Daimon has definitely been kept on his toes pretty much the entire set, so should be good.
Yeah. So we just see like maybe they can try to roll in more early match. They tried to go for like a jump earlier, and it didn't really work out for them. So maybe just try to wait in, use some like well-timed rolls, and then boom, there you go. Now you're spacing. Even when like you're rolling in the Ranger, I feel like even if you have like a slight spacing disadvantage, it's still better to just be closer. Like once you get into RPS range, especially like outside of like a Hitman's reversal range, I feel like that's the perfect time to make the opponents start guessing. Especially because Hitman has those instant overheads. He's really just tap you up on your head, throw you, go low, really make you guess like instantaneously.
Yep. All right, we're gonna be getting back to the match here. Right back into Leonidas Daimon versus Solodripp. Getting right back into it into this game 2 now. Remember, they had a disconnect during the first attempt, so now we're going to be getting our game 2. 1-0 in the set for Leonidas Daimon right now.
Alright.
Fight.
Alright, so Leonidas Daimon working the same game plan, keeping him out. Solodripp goes for the roll, and getting punished though.
Combo didn't really work there for Leonidas Daimon. Got to be careful because now Solodripp is in. Solodripp trying to bait the DP. It does not work out though. Leonidas Daimon spending the meter on the guard cancel, and now spending it on the spinny guns. It's going to be a little while before he's not exhausted anymore.
Alright, nice guard thrust. Keep their turn. Nice. Hold on to the plus frames a little bit.
Ooh, that one was a little fake, and I think actually Leonidas Daimon could have killed there with another spin. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I take it back. He was out of meter, tried to make it work without the spinny guns. Unfortunately, did not have the spacing necessary to be able to get that guard break, and now Solodripp is punishing in full. I'm not quite sure what happened there with that JS, but now Solodripp is trapped in the corner, gets anti-air DP.
Yeah,
Kind of
nice reversal, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like really aware. Just kind of waited until he jumped there really deep too.
Yeah. You know, really good patience from Leonidas Daimon in a scramble situation. That was really good. I kind of like how Leonidas Daimon is canceling this. I believe it might actually have less recovery if you cancel the 5C. I'll have to look into that though. But,
Plus, it looks cool either way.
It does. My man whiffing the big kick.
Yeah.
Ooh, and there's a guard cancel. And once again, a really good in-air from Leonidas Daimon. Solodripp getting a little bit predictable with these jumps now. Ooh, my man tries to go for the gimmick. It does not quite work, but he gets the DP anyway. This will kill if you execute properly. No, we're actually going to just go for the easy combo. Turn the combos.
Oh, nice jump when Leonidas Daimon was out of meter, so they couldn't have the reversal. Okay.
There you go. We are knocked down. Tries to bait a DP again. Goes for the big swing. And this is and a roll attempt from Solodripp trying to read a 2B, but gets slid on instead. Good stuff to Leonidas Daimon. Doing what he needed to do in neutral and not getting touched enough for Solodripp to be able to take those games. A solid 2-0 for him.
Yeah, Leonidas Daimon was looking so strong with the anti-air DPs, just waiting it out, being really calm, and they knew that Solodripp was trying to force their way in, so they were kind of really just capitalizing on all the rolls, on all the jump-ins, and just eating up those little situations. So we see that a lot in Leonidas Daimon's gameplay. I mean, they were playing Ranger, right? So they're eating like the little situations from close range and also getting the little situations from full screen away. And slowly just whittling you down, making you frustrated, making you make mistakes, and then capitalizing on them.
You know, absolutely. Really, really good stuff. Leonidas Daimon played neutral almost perfectly. There were a couple of times where Solodripp was able to get in with that success with a couple other hitman options, but overall, in general, Leonidas Daimon did a really good job of playing defensive in that mid range, right where hitman wants to get that space in on you, and he would always end up wasting his resources out on like a far space plus frame that he can't really do anything to Ranger about, and he would just backdash and then be able to start playing neutral again. So really, really, really good stuff to Leonidas Daimon for recognizing what he needed to do in neutral and recognizing that in the matchup you can't really play the game in the mid-range that much. So just conditioning around making sure that he couldn't move from full screen. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah, and I love that. Just conditioning people, you know, making them do things that they normally wouldn't do, or having them think, okay, now I have this option. Now's my time to jump. Now I can get out of this situation. And then boom, you're like landing on DPs all day, right? It's just like that mental stack, that mind game of that, just like manipulating somebody, and it's like, oh my gosh, now what do I do? I feel like
what do you do now, right?
Yeah. It's like, oh my
definitely,
god, the roll isn't working, the jump isn't working. I'm like, what?
It's like, what do I do? I gotta guess in neutral. There was and he was like so scared at like certain points that he was literally just like in success range and was still holding that down back because Leonidas Daimon was doing such a good job of stuffing his approach options. So it had him really scared to like try to go for the option that even though it will work like 99% of the time in that situation, he was still worried to do it because Leonidas Daimon's responses were so on point. So really, really good stuff. Up next is going to be Huebert versus Gams. Huebert, our champion last week, rocking that Berserker. Not that many super high level Berserkers around, even though the character is insanely good, at least compared to some of the other top tiers in the game. But Huebert really put on a show for us last week and kind of just bopped the competition, if we're being honest.
Ooh. I didn't get to see it, but it sounds really sick. I feel like, you know, people aren't picking up Berserker as much because he's not as polarizing as other characters, I feel like. His RPS is still kind of basic. It's still like, you know, a lot of strike throw and then like pressure, and then it's just like frame traps. He's not like some like crazy walls or like dragons flying across the screen.
I don't know, man. I think his mix-up is actually really broken, but we'll have to see. He'll just have to show you with his hands. And immediately getting hit on Gams here. Gams going to be taking a hard knockdown. There's definitely going to be the end of his great life here as well. Continuation of this combo. Going to lead to a hard knockdown.
I love all these wall bounces. Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and here comes the mix-up. Double overhead. Gets blocked. Good blocks from Gams. Oh, and Gam's trying to run up and punish that with a 5A. Just did not go far enough and is now going to be eating a huge punish. I don't think this will lead to death unless he is able to get to Awakening. Oh my god, he is. Hubert's going to be able to get to Awakening. This is absolutely going to kill. Oh my goodness. Where did the health go? Where did it go?
Right? Killed yourself without even getting hit.
Oh my goodness.
I do love characters like that, though. Oh my gosh, just bleeding.
Taking using health as a resource to a whole new level.
True. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Huebert absolutely just like. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, Huebert absolutely just destroying Gam's life bar there, wasting about 30% of his life to try to get a mix up there. Runs under, but is not in the correct spacing. Gam's gonna have another chance to play. Oh, and a huge punish from Gams. No meter though, so cannot continue. Yo, we chucking stuff. Almost no help up to Huebert, but this is gonna be a huge punish. Ooh.
Oh,
that was such
nice
an ugly mix-up.
Gams,
Gams' blocks have been really good all set already. It's only been 2 rounds, but he's blocked almost every insane mix-up that Huebert has to throw at him.
Nice awareness poking out the dragon.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit too far away to convert, but that 5B, really strong button.
All right. Guard break for Herbert coming up, and it's that situation. They have to look out for something. That's what they got. Safe jump coming in. Alright, nice guard thrust.
Huebert needed that. Had no guard meter to work with there. Tries the anti-air with the powered up 5B and gets poked out by the dragon. That 2A not gonna hit low enough to stop Gams there. Not gonna be able to kill for Gams.
Imagine trading with a dragon.
Oh, and the quick one. Quick overhead coming from Gams there, and that's game one for Gams, man. Good stuff.
I feel like, is that an okie-doke? Is that like an okie-doke setup? Or is it too fast to be an okie-doke setup?
I don't know, man.
It's just like a fake safe jump or like a fake fly or fake low, and it's like tap one ahead again. Really quick, right? I love she did that quick hover, too. She's just like, she's so fast. She's so fast and small and has such high damage.
Oh, and a whiff punish coming out from Huebert here. Gams with a really risky round start. Here we go, though. This is going to be a nice little hard knockdown. Into more combo. I saw it 40% done here. Blocks overhead. Gams' blocks, once again, just been so on point, all set. And he's doing a really good job of calling out the install activations, too. You don't see a lot of people respond to those properly. A lot of them just simply opt the block because the punish is usually really hard to get. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and a drop from Huebert. Uncharacteristic mistake.
Another drop. Okay, drop from Gams, too.
And here we go. This should lead to a kill here. And it does. Huebert clutching that round up a little sloppy, but he is cleaning it up a little bit. 1 round up on Gams, but this is exactly how the last game went. Will Gams be able to 2-0 Huebert here?
Alright, nice. At the pressure. Ooh, nice throw. Let's try beta DP right there. Roll! But his normals are so long, he still got the punish.
His normals are so good in that upgraded state, man. It's unbelievable. And there you go. It's going to be another hit, and I think this is actually just going to lead to a kill here for Huebert. Going to go for the easy loop into the suck, and that is a perfect, almost a perfect game for Huebert there. Honestly, I think they might have even both been perfects had it not been for the fact that he deletes his own life.
Yeah, true. Like, technically untouched, but I don't know. He's like 30% health, right? This character is super cool. I just definitely do love all blood characters, especially because they're all just super, edgelords. For some reason, any character that fights with their blood is always an edgelord.
Always.
And super, and I have that super crazy, scary smile that I like.
Hey man, fighting with blood is kind of a seditious thing. So you don't know, man. I don't know if I've ever met a nice guy who fought with his blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. What is it? Berserker, Carmine, Scarlet, all super edgelords.
Whoa! The cheeky reset coming from Huebert here. And now he is absolutely going to be able to get a kill with this combo. Drugs and mix-up required. Gets that awakening. Gets that super. God damn.
Chomp. You know what I love about Hubert's game plan too? It all feels like one fluid motion. There's a seamless transition from the combo to the reset. There's no like really long knockdown time all the time. It's like I'm hitting you, and I'm mixing you, and then I'm hitting you, and then I'm mixing you.
Alright, here we go. Really good whiff punish from Games here. Gonna be able to get that hard knockdown. Check this mix.
Alright, nice guard thrust. Ooh.
Baits the DP, just to mix up a little bit late. This is going to lead to death on Gams here. They're actually... Oh my god, juggles with the fireball. There is not enough HP to lift this combo here. Oh my god, the Sug coming in. The HP is gone. It has left the building. There's nothing left of it. 60% gone in a flash. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Is this the Berserker player we've been waiting for? It's like the chosen one? The one to show us all, show me the light that is Berserker? He's gonna just purify everybody here? Okay.
Yeah, that was...
I'm here for it.
This character's gonna become a problem, dude. Well, he already is a problem. What am I saying? He's already a problem. This character's a problem. This character's a problem.
I wonder what people have been rocking it then. Alright, BlueLinkys and PerfectSatsu coming up next? Okay,
PerfectSatsu.
Satsu.
Yeah. PerfectSatsu actually beating Shinigami in Winners Bracket. That's a pretty good win from right there. Oh my god, games with Shinigami happening in losers. It sucks that we're going to miss that. That's going to be a good set, but either way, that is actually going to be games going down to losers. Even putting up a really good showing against Huebert there. That set was really close.
Yeah, it was super close. It was like a whole lot of back and forth. I feel like it was just like a few drops from Gam and a few like missed situations where they didn't fully capitalize. I feel like they would have had that momentum so much cleanly in their favor. You know, Huebert, it was just not letting you up, right? Once they were forcing that mix-up, they seemed pretty, have a lot of layers for like, okay, I know this combo ends here. You're gonna tech here. This is the RPS situation. I feel like it was just really, really overwhelming in a sense. And I feel like not only overwhelming, because like they didn't really go for like a lot of command throw or like a lot of it was all just like pressure. I'm gonna melt my health bar, and then I'm gonna do like a ton of damage, and it's gonna put you in this force reset situation. And I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Berserker players use that. Like I've seen that more with Swiftmaster, where they'll have you tech in air, and like if you try to press anything, you're gonna explode. And you need to block and hold this mix up. But I haven't seen that too much with Berserker, so I feel like that might throw a lot of people off.
Yeah, no. So yeah, once again, really good stuff to Huebert. The pressure was insane. Gams also doing a really good job, but it's not enough today. Going to be down in that losers bracket. I would not be surprised if we see Gams again, though. Gams are playing really well, but yeah. So yeah, BlueLinkys versus ThePerfectSatsu. BlueLinkys, I believe, is... Oh, this is another Summer Jam top 8er. I believe BlueLinkys actually got 4th. Rocking that Swiftmaster. I wonder who BlueLinkys plays now. If they don't still play Swiftmaster.
Is there a reason to switch off of Swiftmaster? Did he get nerfed out?
I mean, well, the character got nerfed, but it was mostly just like damage. And instead of being like top 1 in like a derogatory sense, he's like just like a top 1. But he's like closer to everybody else. He's on the same tier as like some other characters. Some people think Striker is better than him now, which is a fair opinion. But that character is still top 2, top 3. But definitely got hit pretty hard in the patch. I mean, dropping 2 tiers, even if you are 2 tiers above the rest of the cast, isn't nothing. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. It makes it a lot closer. You probably actually have some, maybe not losing matchups, but definitely even matchups. You don't win them all now, right? I love it though. Like I love the narrative of a character getting nerfed from top 1 to top 1. That's one of my favorite fighting game narratives.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Johnny, man. He did it better than anyone. All right, ThePerfectSatsu rocking that troubleshooter versus BlueLinkys on Swiftmaster. Let's get it. Ooh, BlueLinkys actually trying to go for the big duff there. Unfortunately, was not enough time. Oh, and actually just gets straight up hit by the JMS. Really good awareness and neutral by ThePerfectSatsu. Ooh, we got the optimal combos here. We got the double records. Okay.
All right. Ooh, nice reversal. Get off. All right. But nice checking. Oh my gosh. ThePerfectSatsu willing to challenge. I feel like you have to have a lot of confidence to challenge or to trade or when you're getting it and try to poke out that situation. But okay, nice throw too.
What a dominating round from the PerfectSatsu here, catching that rollout at the perfect timing to stop BlueLinky's from escaping there. Now, it is fair to note that the PerfectSatsu did take out Shinigami in Winners Round 1, and Shinigami is actually the person who knocked BlueLinky's out of top 8 at Summer Jam. So, playing at pretty similar skill levels here. We'll see if BlueLinky's is able to overcome what Shinigami could not correct.
Oh my gosh, Wind Tunnel! This character is still so annoying and obnoxious to watch. I love it though. I love all this like really cool air animation. They're kind of just floating around the sky. Ooh, that's reversal.
Yeah, now that he's not like a villainously designed character, I'm kind of okay with like the Swiftmaster combos now. He's cool. And there we go, and there it is going to be for BlueLinky's. They're getting that combo. All of this stuff is more meter expensive now too, so you have to be a little bit more careful with your resources. You can't just get a meter positive combo for free off of any starter anymore. It doesn't really work like that now. But BlueLinky's taking all this damage. Basically one hit away from dying here. Oh, good DP from the PerfectSatsu there. Oh, and an anti-air. Really, really good response to the nade toss, because that nade does disappear if you get hit.
Alright, now I get the wind tunnel loops to the corner. Just waiting and getting some meter back. Yep. Oh! Okay.
Oh, wow.
Great.
So BlueLinky's, that doesn't do that much guard damage anymore, but I think BlueLinky's was just trying to catch PerfectSatsu off guard with a block string, and it did work. Unfortunately, there was no confirm. Satsu got out with a well-timed P, and BlueLinky's is going to be losing that game. The PerfectSatsu takes the first game. BlueLinky's got to make a response.
Yeah, they're going to find some answers. They're going to run into some situations. Probably just get in, keep their turn, and mix. I feel like that's like the simple Swiftmaster game plan. They also can try to use like the wind tunnel to try to zone out a little bit. I feel like Swiftmaster still has a tool to play it at every range, so just pick a range you like.
There we go. We're gonna get a hard knockdown here. It's auto safe jump time from BlueLinky's. Has to go for short conversion because there's not that much meter, and this is what I was talking about with Swiftmaster now. You have to be really, really conservative with your meter to make sure that you have it for these big conversions, because they're a little bit less rewarding, and they cost more meter, and you have to wait a little bit longer to come back now. Really, really nice 5B coming out from BlueLinky's here, though. Oh, just summons the orb for the throw setup. Good stuff. Got the perfect position. Auto times the throw there. Good stuff. One round for BlueLinky's here. PerfectSatsu has to play catch up now.
And I feel like with BlueLinky's, you know, like, oh my gosh, confident reversal and rolls. Oh my gosh, rolls through the PerfectSatsu's DP, and they got the corner control. All right, and do the loop again to get all this meter back. Yes. The PerfectSatsu probably has one more situation left where they get hit. Oh my gosh, and die. But never mind. Tying it up, bringing it back right now. But now BlueLinky's has 200% meter. Oh, get off me though. Oh, freaking blasted.
Alright, yeah.
Call for the
hitting with the big blaster. And now BlueLinky's on the back foot here. Only has one more round to lose here. Okay, here we go. The 5A punish. This is going to be good to get it started. Yep. We're going to use this to gain some meter back here. Yeah, here we go.
Ooh,
100 meter, 110 meter here for BlueLinky's. This is going to be another full conversion. Not going to scale super well, though. Going to need a couple more.
I feel like getting hit by that combo feels so obnoxious. It just takes so long. Gosh. Alright, so PerfectSatsu chilling out. Going for a lot of these like air offense. It's kind of just trying to oppress to the skies. BlueLinky's. Alright, get a whole lot of damage from the situation. More guess.
Oh, and what a bait on the shotgun there. What a clutch play from BlueLinky's. And that is going to be 1-1 in the set. Starting to clutch up against PerfectSatsu here. PerfectSatsu getting adjusted to a little bit. Not looking too good for him now. BlueLinkys making some crazy decisions here.
Yeah, I feel like Swiftmaster is just still so annoying. Any range, he's like zoning you out. He's calling out you when you try to zone him. He's out pressuring you. This character is still just so obnoxious.
Yep. And I mean, they didn't really change the properties of any of his moves. Like, his frame data is all the same. His block stun is still the same. Windorb is exactly the same, which is what I thought they changed first. But shockingly, that is one of the moves that did not change. Ooh, and a bit of a mistake, but actually sucks him into the hitbox. No confirm, though. And baits the guard cancel. BlueLinkys is so on point right now. The PerfectSatsu is really strapped for answers, and he's just getting pressured over and over again here. Ugh.
A 3. Oh.
How many duffs does it take to get to the center of your life bar, bro? Oh my god. Oh no, but this is how it starts. Oh, unless PerfectSatsu drops the combo. What an unfortunate mistake there, but catches the backdash, and this is him awakening. Oh, but he's not close enough to get the super, and BlueLinkys jumps down and pushes 5C. I cannot believe it. Yeah, I cannot believe you just jumped to push CC.
That's sick.
No way.
That's sick. I don't. What RPS cycle is that in?
Oh my goodness, that was really tricky there from BlueLinkys. Unfortunately, PerfectSatsu did not know where that block string ended, so ended up getting hit. Gets caught out of the jump again by that 5A. Swiftmaster's neutral is still so strong.
Oh, they get hit. I think they try to go for something after the ship jump. Okay.
Oh, jumps over.
Yeah, they're just forcing that, right? They're just forcing these dive kicks, basically. It's like, it's gonna work eventually, right? I'm gonna keep doing it. You're gonna get it eventually. Okay.
Meaty grenade set up here. Yeah, forcing the guard cancel from BlueLinkys. BlueLinkys trying to bait the DP with the conversion, but doesn't do it fast enough. Gets caught.
1 round apiece is gonna be it. BlueLinkys gets the first big hit though. Oh! Wow! That's super unfortunate. PerfectSatsu not looking too great right now.
PerfectSatsu down to about 50% life. Can take a couple more low scaling conversions like this, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to matter because BlueLinkys is playing neutral so well. No meter on the table for BlueLinkys right now, though. He is in a recharge state. He has so much time to wait before he's able to start getting meter back after a lot of his moves now. Gonna get a hard knockdown again. Doesn't have the meter to set up another Windorb, so gonna have to go for safe jumps. A guard cancel comes out of PerfectSatsu. This is one chance time. Oh, and goes for the 5B conversion. PerfectSatsu. I kind of wish he would start dash blocking a little bit in that set there. By the end, he was just getting caught in neutral a lot, just trying to push a button just to try to maintain that neutral control, and he was getting caught by that 5B. I wish the dash block started to come out a little bit more. Started to see a little bit more of a reliance on that. Waiting for Swift to go for something fake or to end his block string safely, because once again, he has to be a lot more careful with his meter. So at that point, once he's close to you, then you can start going for stuff. Maybe a little bit more dash block would have helped PerfectSatsu in that situation. That being said, he made it really close to BlueLinkys, but BlueLinkys is going to clutch and move on to winter semis in this tournament.
Yeah, and I feel like the PerfectSatsu, they're trying to like force a few different things. Like they were trying to force the dive kick, which was working out pretty well, but it was just okay. It's like it's just like maybe like 40% success rate, and then they were also, once they did it like guard thrust away, they were trying to like force the shotgun and try to rely on that to probably get a lot of chip and damage. So I feel like they were using options that did succeed and did work out for them. So like a few of the earlier rounds, I feel like they were really changing their game plan too much to be like, all right, how do I deal with this new situation, right? Let's try to keep forcing the same options. When the options didn't work out, they kind of put them in a bad situation.
Yeah, unfortunately, PerfectSatsu was not clean enough and neutral to make BlueLinkys really worry too much after taking that game 1. So it is going to go to him. We are going to move on to our next match, though, which I believe is going to be, it's either Black versus Anton or it's Lupro versus Frosty. Confirmed by production. It is going to be Lupro versus Frosty. Lupro, pretty typical around here. You see him all the time, almost in every top 8, rocking that Dragon Knight. And then you got Frosty. Frosty taking out PointPrometheus in winners. Oh my goodness. Huge upset. I believe. I'm trying to remember if I know Frosty from somewhere. I'm not sure that I do, but clearly they're a good player to take out PointPrometheus like that. I wonder who they play.
There you go. Frosty the Stoneman, that's the only one I know, right? So, I don't know. It could be them. We have to wait and find out. But, oof. Alright. See who they play. Does anybody know in chat who does Frosty play?
Yeah. Someone chat help me out. Someone chat help me out. I don't know everybody yet. I know a lot of people, but I don't know everybody. Hitman?
But it's still a new game. You know, you're going to see a whole lot of new players coming out.
Oh, Frosty comes from NRS. Ooh, Hitman. Okay. Alright. We got another Hitman player coming up to the stream. Hailing from NRS. I've seen a lot of people from NRS and I've seen a lot of people from US made fighting games coming to this game. Notably, Nikki, one of the best KI players of all time, has also been playing a bunch of this game, and also coincidentally plays Hitman. So I don't know what it is about Hitman and people who come from US made fighting games, but apparently it's just like a match made in heaven. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What about that character? He's really good. I think he's really good. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're just like really obnoxious, cheap characters. Because Nikki does play, what is it, Fulgore, right? And I'm sure Fulgore is like super strong. So maybe they're just like cheap characters. I feel like, especially in NRS games, you know, they get patched pretty heavily. So like the best character is like super dominant. I remember some of the older games would be like, Alien was on top and he's the best character in the game. The Predator comes out, he's on top, he's the best character in the game. And before that, Tanya came out and she was on top, but she's the best character in the game. So you just, you know, maybe that's it. They just play as the best.
People like the best character. You know, I kind of respect it. I respect it a lot. But yeah, here we go. Frosty versus Lupro. Gonna be Hitman versus DK. This matchup is a little strange because I think Hitman definitely outranges her and can play the neutral a little bit better than her. Until she jumps. I think once she starts going in the air and throwing that fireball, it's a little more difficult for Hitman. His DP is strangely not that good at anti-airing, at least until he gets into Awakening, right?
Yeah,
like it won't really hit like right above and in front of him that well. So he has to find other options to anti-air sometimes in certain situations. And against Dragon Knight, you're gonna have to deal with that a lot because she's gonna be out in that up forward angle on you at literally all times. Oh, okay, well, there you go.
Early answer.
All right, option has been discovered. Immediate call out from Frosty. Just immediately start making Lupro think about jumping.
Yeah, stay up the skies. Skies are protected. Up.
Yeah, I think Lupro's
trying
trying
to put the air though,
just so he doesn't have to block. Is low on that guard meter and has DP timing down. Good stuff. Almost no meter available for Frosty here. Is gonna get punished for trying to hit that dragon.
Alright. Nice, Frosty's just blocking it out right now. Looks like they're holding onto the meter. Nice guard thrust.
Frosty really
have to
low
make a
guard bar
decision
right now. Oh, great roll right there. Lupro not gonna be able to catch it properly. Gonna be taking that knockdown. Frosty gonna get all that guard meter back.
Ooh, nice DP. I like Frosty consistently hitting the dragon. Not trying to force. Oh, okay. Step right there.
Oh, there it is. The empty jump low coming in here. This is going to lead. Oh, no, we're just going to do the loop. No big hand for me, I guess. All right, word. Here we go. Round one going to Lupro.
This character.
Very hard part.
Yeah, Lupro. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Super close. Actually, I like these players. I think they're both being pretty patient and neutral compared to like the normal DNF matches. You know, they're both kind of just waiting it out and waiting for opportunity. But a big drop right there from Lupro, giving Frosty a chance. And they got this corner carry. Oh, instant overhead.
Yeah, there we go. Or knockdown. Yeah, here comes guard bar pressure coming out from Frosty. Already down to 3 meters, but Lupro's DP timings have been so good. Frosty is really struggling to deal with these reversals here.
Okay, nice guard thrust there as well. Oh yeah, they knew a mix-up was coming. Like, I'm busting out. I'm not dealing with this.
I'm busting out.
But
yeah, Frosty has been
all the meter to work with.
Yeah. Oh, and put a really good punch on the roll from Frosty there. Yeah, I think that's going to become a recurring theme throughout the rest of the set. Frosty it's just been kind of struggling to bait these DPs. Lupro has gotten away with him pretty consistently in almost every interaction. So Frosty needs to make that adjustment soon, or it's really going to start stacking up into Lupro's favor, considering how much damage Dragon Knight will get if she gets a hit on you.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like Frosty's doing a good job of keeping the fighting mid-screen, you know? Really, like, forcing Lupro to just back up, because Dragon Knight, she just gets such huge damage once she has you in the corner. I feel like keeping her mid-screen, avoiding, and eating those small situations is honestly ideal.
Yeah.
Oh, nice air confirm coming up from Frosty right now. Almost gonna get off of this.
Oh, we're spending it all right now, getting as much damage as possible,
Oh.
but Frosty not getting a safe jump there. No meter, barely any meter available here. That's a worry about a potential guard break. But no, the DP comes out from Frosty, and he said, you know what? Anything you can do, I can do better.
I can do anything better than you. Oh my gosh, and they busted out super smooth with it. Alright, so Frosty taking that, looking pretty solid. And yeah, sealing it out. So I want to see if we're going to see Lupro take to the skies again. Maybe go for a little bit more dragon action. Oh my god. That attack is so wide. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and a really, really good roll mix-up. Checking that guard button right there. Frosty getting caught. Has to be careful now.
Alright, Lupro spending all the meter, going for the mix right now. They want to succeed in this corner positioning. Frosty taking a battle back mid-screen though. Oh, throw baited.
There we go. Another hard knockdown. OTG here. Jump in setup. Oh, potential guard break coming in. Lupro actually taking the hit. Oh, okay, yeah, the guard cancel finally comes out from Lupro here. Oh, and this is definitely going to lead to a kill on Frosty here. Give me the big hand. Ooh.
Oh, goodbye. Alright, so Lupro taking his first round.
Lupro looking pretty good in this set, but once again, he did get the first set last game as well. And Frosty was able to bring that back, so we'll have to see if Lupro is able to keep this consistent here.
Ooh, nice throw in between the blast. Oh, okay. A little hesitant. Lupro gets the hit again. Going for a safe jump, trying to clip the legs. Lupro blocking though. And again, guard thrust again, making it go mid-screen almost immediately. Nice conversion. They're holding a white left. Oh, okay, Lupro uses all the white health on their side. They really want to get it and they're trying to win in this positioning right now. The Lupro reversals out. Nice.
Okay, here we go. Frosty starting to get the guard break pressure again. But the batter up, just controlling neutral after that conversion. And the mix-up is just too strong.
No.
The mix-up is just too good. And Frosty is going to get caught. Get hit by the big hand. Going to get hit by the super as well. And that is going to be a game on the board for Lupro.
And I feel like that positioning, you know, Frosty, they were low on health, so they didn't want to get guard broken. They knew they weren't going to get 100 meter anytime soon. So they just decided, all right, maybe I'll take a hit here, see if it'll lead to something, maybe try to RPS something. Instead of working out. So yeah, Frosty was actually enjoying, like, avoiding that positioning most of the match, avoiding being inside the corner without any meter, but that situation, they're going to get called out for it. Alright, Lupro getting the offense started pretty well right now. Frosty in the corner. Oh no.
Ooh, yep. Frosty saw a gap and was like, let me see if I can get a reversal throw out here. Does not work out. Getting hit by that big hand. And a hard knockdown here.
Alright, Frosty's guard bars getting whittled away right now. Oh, huge whip, huge. Yeah, it's gonna be death right here. Oh my gosh. Another loop.
It is going to be death if you finish the loop correctly, and the charge 5C is going to land. Lupro 1 round away from knocking Frosty into losers here.
Oh no, this is all slipping away from Frosty.
Ooh. Another big hand.
With a safe jump.
Another hard knockdown.
Let's see it mix up.
Another safe jump.
Okay, yeah.
Gonna go for that. Yep.
Yeah, that fly mix up, right?
Oh man, but Frosty is not getting away with any of these instant overheads. Lupro is just too quick with these DPs here. Frosty now trapped in the corner, 50% life. Gets tagged by that fireball. Conversions to put himself into Awakening, though. This is a really, really dangerous position for Lupro to be in now.
Yep.
Uh-oh! Stinky!
Yep.
Oh my god!
This is how it starts.
This is how it starts.
Time to guess.
No, Frosty's in. He has to be really careful with DP here. Oh, and catches the backdash. Oh, but is unable to finish the conversion off here. Frosty still only needs one more hit here to get this done. Oh, the air dash leads to no combo.
Oh my gosh, that's too drop.
Oh, and Lupro, yes. Like I said, it's strangely bad at anti-airing if you don't cancel it early. Insanely good stuff from Lupro there. 2-1 over Frosty. Really, really good set.
Yeah, I feel like Frosty, they had the right idea there too. I thought they had to either DP much later, so Lupro was deeper into the DP. Well, they went to the DP earlier and did a follow-up, so the secondary follow-up with anti-air. I feel like they hit it right in between that not ideal window, you know? So it's super unfortunate. Right idea, not the best timing for it, and Lupro's going to take it.
Yep. Yeah, are going to take it. Really, really good set all around. I like the adjustments coming out from Lupro after that game one. Doing a really good job of playing that neutral game, using the big swing into conversion in order to win the neutral interaction so that you didn't have to go for an interaction against the Hitman DP or the Hitman mid-range. It was a really, really good use of meter and a really good way to start that pressure. And even though in the beginning of the set, Frosty was doing a really good job of challenging Dragon, it didn't permeate. And the conditioning was there on Lupro's side to prevent Frosty from going for that option. So, once again, really, really good stuff for Lupro. Going to move on to winner semis, 2-1 to fight the winner of Huebert and Bakonhausen. Which I actually believe is up next on stream. And I'm wrong again. It's Black and Anton. I really got to work on that. All right, Black versus Anton. This is another really good set. Anton is probably one of the best Inquisitor players around. I'm going to just say it. Definitely one of the best Inquisitor players around right now. One of the few brave souls to pick up this garbage character. I don't care what anyone says. This character is bad. I almost think the character is worse than Launcher. It is very close. But he is one of the best, but Black is also one of the best Crusaders, I'd argue. Very, very good in neutral, very, very slow pace. Going to be really hard for Anton to find that way in, because even though Inquisitor has decent range, Crusaders is better, has access to that wall. Inquisitor not the fastest either, doesn't do that much damage either, so this is going to be a huge mountain to climb for Anton here.
Yeah, I have to imagine that Anton will succeed in situations where they can force Black to block the big wall, right? And once they're blocking that big wheel, they're going to just be all this blocks done, and then they got the RPS. And I feel like Inquisitor, that's where she shines at, so if they can force the situation, probably do pretty well. Okay.
Wow!
Okay.
I like the strike throw mix up there using conversion. That was really smart.
Alright,
here we go. We got the big wheel applied. It's not doing that much guard damage, but we are going to be getting a guard cancel out from Black. Doesn't want to take any of that pressure anymore. Oh, and actually beat. Wow, really, really good play from Anton so far. Oh, here we go. Big wall. Look at that! Whoa! Small stage only combos, cool. Dude. Oh my goodness! Really, really good optimization from Black there with the triple fireball. Got himself a bunch of meter back with that too, punishing that DP.
Ew.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they tried to bust out right there. That wasn't it.
Right there. Oh my god.
Yeah, Black always looking really, really cool, but like just crazy conversions, right? Just being super optimal and like being really creative with a lot of their problem solving. I like Anton trying to force their way in. Like you're saying, like trying to strike that like strike throw game plan.
Oh, here we go. Back thrown into his own wall here. Did not believe in the hit, so he's just gonna get away with blocking the fire. Oh my goodness, and yeah, once again, making this really look like a mountain to climb is Black. Black doing a really good job of maximizing his damage and getting that pressure started, and putting himself in a range where Inquisitor has to commit the 6SS in order to make her way in, because all the other tools just don't reach far enough.
Yeah, we haven't really got to see what Anton's game plan is yet, right? We haven't really been able to keep the momentum up for long. I feel like Black has kind of been getting out the situation. Not the first time, but like the second situation. So keeping Anton kind of like It's like, oh, okay. Oh, the wall. Where you going?
A really, really good reaction to the fire there. The fire, not that good when you have wall at your disposal. It is one of Inquisitor's best moves, though, so if she catches Black without that much meter, she might be able to get away if using it to punish wall, a wall attempt. That being said, though, Anton now put into Awakening, has 200 meter available, could potentially set up for guard break, but there is a lot of guard bar on the side of Crusader here. I'm not sure if it's going to be possible.
Alright.
But gaining the meter back so quickly is Anton because of that Awakening, and the guard break string is coming in clutch. This is doing so much guard bar damage. Baits the guard cancel, but is unable to combo because of the unfortunate wall hit. This is going to lead to Awakening, and that is dead.
Yeah, that was super unfortunate. You can see the situation. They were trying to poke out, right? They were trying to poke out, like, all right, I'm going to stay out of this guard thrust range. And they got in the guard thrust range exactly when they knew they wanted to. They baited it, but just no conversion. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last part of the wheel that hit, unfortunately, just kind of knocked down a little bit. Not what Anton wanted in the slightest. But Black going to be able to clutch that because of it. Oh my god.
And one thing that's interesting about this, you know, whenever you see a player that's playing like a lower tier character, they're usually hyper aware of, you know, that top tier character's options or how to try to get through these gaps. But right now, Black is they're just playing so solid.
Oh, and
they're just mixing everything up. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Good job for Black. That was oh my god, that was pretty impressive. I feel like Black, they're just like mixing up all their offense as well, right? They're not relying too much. They're like chilling back. Sometimes they're going for the throw bait, they're going for the big hammer, they're throwing the javelin out, they're going for the wall, they're running up throwing. They're kind of mixing up everything, trying to keep Anton on their toes, you know? So, like I was saying earlier, sometimes you want to think, okay, I know I play this character all the time online, so there's a ton of Crusaders, and I'm used to these common situations, but Black just keep mixing up and add variety to their game plan. I feel like it may have, like, kind of caught Anton by surprise.
Yeah. No, okay, so the image behind me is what I feel after gassing up Anton so much before that set, and then Black completely watching them just watching Anton away. I would not be surprised to see Anton come up through losers. Anton is a very, very strong player. Going to be fighting Crazy Fingers in losers to qualify. Crazy Fingers, another really, really strong Ranger player. But yeah, no, this bracket is like super de-duper stacked. Like, it's actually insane. Like, Anton not getting top 8 at an event of this size is usually pretty crazy, and it's possibly not going to happen. Black just kind of completely going ham on Anton right there. There's not really that much to talk about as far as like adjustments and stuff go. Black was just on point the entire set. There was like almost no mistakes. Nothing really to point out for Anton. He just kind of got hit. You were wrong.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
You just get hit. Sometimes you just get hit, you know? It's like they never got to really get started, so I didn't really get to see like what's their game plan, you know, what's their style of offense, how they try to escape these situations. They kind of just didn't get to play. Sometimes you don't get to play. Sometimes you just get hit. So yeah. So you just gotta hold it.
Anton did have that one really good situation with the guard break, and I think it actually would have led to a kill had the hit that broke the guard not been at such an awkward spot. It was really unfortunate for Anton there. It might have been able to get around on Black, but Black was once again kept his composure after that situation, played too well, won the scramble, and won that round, so good stuff to him. Up next, though, our final winner's quarters match is going to be Huebert versus Bakonhausen. Bakonhausen, another regular around here. Go follow his stream if you haven't. He streams lobbies almost every night. Probably not tonight because he's entering tournaments. He might be live right now. Who knows? Twitch.tv/Bakonhausen. He might be live. Who knows? And then you got Huebert here, once again, our former champion. Had a bit of a troublesome run-in with Gams in the last round, but Gams showing to be a pretty strong player, actually making a pretty strong losers run right now. So not too much to scoff at. Huebert, though, very, very strong Berserker player. Running up against Bakonhausen's troubleshooter. Should be a good set.
Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. I'm ready for it. Who's going to get on this winner's side? I know people always hungry for it, right? They want to get on the net winners. You don't want to lose this early, too. You want to at least have a match later to lose on. Be like, okay, now I was a top 8, I lost. Not that bad, right? You don't have to struggle with more losers. Alright. Huebert getting offense started already. Whittling down his guard bar. Nice punish.
Wow. Really, really good punish. It is pretty troublesome to actually, no pun intended, pretty troublesome to punish that troubleshooter DP at max range, but Huebert with the micro dash into that 5B. Really, really good punish. And he's not going to be getting that hard knockdown into a mix-up for potentially death here. Actually, 100% for death. If they're... Oh, never mind. That's the one option that won't go. Oh, tries to make the guard cancel. The timing, though, is just a little bit off, and Huebert still going to be able to continue that pressure. Has to be careful with Bakonhausen's DP and guard cancel. Oh, I'm not sure if I agree with Bakonhausen's decision to actually get rid of the net so early. It would have given him time to get some meter. Oh, and just the DP just comes out, man. That is Bakonhausen's specialty. Okay. He loves pushing down and the special button. This man is all the way into it every time. He believes it.
Oh my gosh, I feel like, you know, we may have like another troubleshooter player who like feels the same way, you know, Wonderful Deluxe, also hitting that reversal constantly. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's like the troubleshooter mindset. Alright, nice grenade right there. Huebert in the corner, oh, reversal throw. Get you back to that wall. Nice dive kick mix. And Huebert has a whole lot of meter to work with. Not a whole lot of health, though. They're kind of killing themselves. Yeah.
Oh, and my goodness, yeah. That's kind of the problem with Berserker, right? If you're not going to be able to get that open up and you're in that powered up state, you kind of, all you really have is like stagger pressure and regular throw and command grab. And until you convert, you're going to just keep losing HP, but then your buttons are worse. So you want to keep that pressure going. And it's like you're on a balance beam between wanting to lose literally all your health or being a slightly worse character. That being said, though, the powered up state working wonders for Huebert right here. Going to be getting that first hit on Bakonhausen.
It's looking good right now. Okay, ooh, nice overhead mix. All right, Bakonhausen got the son of stagger something else right now. Or Rich dying. He's had a nice hit. Oh no, another command throw. Nice guard thrust. Get off, man. Oh, no conversion. No conversion on Huebert side as well. And this time they're confident, right? This time they're confident.
Ooh.
Chain it forward.
And here comes the super. Oh my goodness. And Bakonhausen going to take that round. Bakonhausen looking really, really good in this set. Huebert is really struggling to get those big hits in. And Bakonhausen is just living on a prayer, getting those last couple hits in and getting all that damage in.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, Herbert's game plan is pretty high risk, high reward, right? So if Bakonhausen can just win a few situations where Huebert needs that big hit to either gain back health or gain back resources, then damn, Bakonhausen is like in total momentum in their side.
Absolutely.
And right now, Herbert's not going to have health as a resource as much.
Oh, okay, and Huebert showing a little bit of Bakonhausen there in his gameplay there, pushing that DP, and now is getting that pressure started. And this is Berserker Awakening, so now he's actually going to be gaining health almost like the entire time as he's pressuring here. And if he can get a hit, he'll gain so much HP back. God, all the blocks from Bakonhausen, he has been so consistent on blocking these mix-ups.
Yep, Huebert on a pixel.
Huebert has to be careful here with how he starts this pressure. And the 2A is going to come out, and Bakonhausen 2-0ing Huebert here. Moving on to Winter Semis. Really, really good stuff coming from him. Upsetting Huebert, and now Hubert's got to make the comeback from losers.
Yeah, that was really, really confident, right? I feel like they just really understood Herbert's high-risk, high-reward playstyle, and it just made really good call-outs right there. So, shout out, good job from Bakonhausen.
Yeah, man. Great stuff to Bakonhausen. He will be our final winners qualifier moving on to the winter semis. And we are about to go on a break, but before we go, we need to tell you guys about a couple things. The first thing of which is going to be the Vortex. The Vortex, the weekly series over in Hatboro, Pennsylvania, featuring all your favorites. We got Tekken 7, we got Guilty Gear, we have DNF as well, even though it's not on the thing. They should really update that. And then we also got some KOF players in the building, and recently we've been having some multi tournaments as well that have been getting some pretty big essence. So if you guys are one of those FPAN gamers, make sure you guys come through and play some games with them. If you guys want to follow them on their socials, Vermilion Series on YouTube, Vermilion_Series on Twitch, so you can watch them live on Thursdays if you're not going to go, and VMLN_esports for more announcements and stuff of the like. Start.gg/thevortex to register. After this, though, guys, we also have to talk about the Gulag. The Gulag, another big tournament coming out of the Philadelphia area, specifically out here for Tekken 7. One of the biggest monthlies that we got going on here. September 16th, doors will be opening at 6. The tournament will be starting at 8 at LH Philly, 401 North Broad Street, Philadelphia, PA 19108. Stream twitch.tv/IronFistPhilly. You guys can always watch them for your Philly area Tekken. And if you guys want to go sign up, make sure you guys head over to start.gg/IPP and get registered today for some Tekken 7 action. One more thing too, we have another monthly coming up as well. Outside of this one, we got Go for Broke. Go for Broke, the absolute classic fighting game tournament here in Philadelphia. Been running for so long, and now we are running over there at the block, the same venue as the Gulag. September 17th this month, 401 North Broad Street, Philadelphia. We got DNF Duel, we got Street Fighter, we got Tekken, we got Melted Belt Type Nuna, we got Strive, and we got KOF. If you guys want to come through for any of those games, make sure you guys do so. And sign up at start.gg/GFBLHP and come in for some really, really fun fighting games, guys. You do not want to miss this tournament. And last but not least, make sure you guys donate and contribute to the Matcherino. The Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat. We actually have another $53 coming in from the Real Rift most recently, heading us off at over $100 for this weekly. And even at that, we still have 45 of our 50 claim codes remaining. So if you guys are in the chat and haven't done so yet, !Matcherino, go there, claim that code, add 25 cents to the prize pool for free. And if you haven't, do all those sponsor quests down below. That'll add even more to the pot. Or if you have some extra money at hand, make sure you guys donate to help support our top three and help support this great series of tournaments that we run here for you guys. We will be right back after a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. As soon as we get back, we will have some DNF top 8 action for you. Don't go anywhere.
BRB. Hey,
Welcome back, ladies and
back.
gentlemen, to... Yeah,
we got it. We probably should have done it, right? Ooh.
Alright.
That's how you know. We both want it. We're both hungry for it.
We want it
We're both
so
happy
bad.
to be here, right?
We want the real footage.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Alright, you go.
Okay. So we're back for more of this top 8. You want to see who's going to duel it out, who's going to win this bracket, who is going to go home as the victor and be yelling to get the raid for the night, or who's going to be sitting in the house crying, wondering, what did I do wrong? How did I end up here? What did I do to deserve this? All right? It's only one or the other, all right? So try to win and try to do your best on this. Don't let your tournament win, Tom.
It's like, who's going down? Who's doing it?
Like wrestling promo, right? All right.
Oh my god, yo! Remember when they used to use remember when they used to use like early 2000s level CG for wrestling promos and it just looked super weird? I don't know if you've seen any of those. There were a couple where they just like did like 2000s era CG and recreated like one of the wrestlers' faces and just did like some really like weird. I don't know. Look it up. It's very strange.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, man, look it up. It is really strange. You know what? Honestly, if I can find it, I'll make it my background on it. I'll make it my background on the thing.
See, I used to watch like wrestling in the 90s, so I was watching like Sting and like Undertaker like earlier out. That's what I was watching. Oh my gosh. That sounds sick though. That sounds horrifying. It's like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it is nightmare. It's terrifying. So on John Oliver. Anyway, game number 1, Lupro versus Bakonhausen. This is going to be our first winner semi-set of top 8. Lupro and Bakonhausen both getting really impressive wins to get here. Lupro taking out Frosty, and Bakonhausen actually taking out Huebert. Huebert, yeah. So this is gonna be like a really should be a really good set between two players that a lot of people wouldn't expect to be here.
Yeah, but that's what you get to see. That's a hyper tournament. You get to see the unexpected. Like, oh my gosh, I don't think they were that good, or I knew they knew how to do that. There's always like some big surprise coming out. And right now, okay, Bacon Show, yeah, looking really good right there. Busting out,
Bakonhausen
corner. Oh, yeah, Bakonhausen. Yeah, pushing towards the corner right now. Lupro's out of meter.
Yeah, Bakonhausen doing a really good job of catching Lupro's backdashes. Lupro though, trying to find their way in. But it's not looking very easy. Throwing out that 2S, such a good in-air, doing a really good job of covering all that space that DK wants to be in above. Troubleshooter there. Really good stuff from Bakonhausen. Big hand.
I feel like, people got their eye out on Lupro. They know Lupro wants to take to the sky, especially a Dragon Knight player. They want to fly around. I feel like everybody's been scoping that out. So yeah, good job to that. You love to see that adaptation. Oh, there we go. Another hit here.
Wow. Catching with the explosive net. Bakonhausen playing so well today.
That's why Bakonhausen day. Sometimes you're just feeling hot, you're just feeling it all. And everything's going to work out in your favor.
But the batter up coming in clutch here. Oh, and we have the dragon available, which means we are going to do all this damage, and I think a second rep is possible.
They're dead.
It should lead to a kill. Big hand finisher. Boom, 60% just like that. Your health bar has been depleted. I'm sorry. Next round.
And the combo doesn't even end there. If you would have left, she had a DP waiting for you.
Had a DP waiting for you, man. As long as Dragon Knight got that meters. Oh, speaking of a DP, oh my goodness, the punish right here.
Oh.
Oh, and we have the damage power up in full here. Look at this damage.
Oh, nice throw. That was a sick throw.
The most patient strike throw mix of all time. Good stuff to Bakonhausen, taking that game 1 in pretty emphatic fashion over Lupro.
Yeah, looking really strong. Bakonhausen was talking about it in chat. It just felt like they're playing really well. Sometimes it's your day. It might be their day. All right, nice dive kick. Looking really good right now. And Lupro is kind of on the back foot right now. They did DP earlier, so they might be kind of hesitant to do it again. So they're trying to. Oh my gosh, nice air to air. No full conversion on. And Lupro looking good with these staggers. Oh my gosh. Oh, they get hit by all the staggers. Oh my gosh. They're just holding everything.
Bakonhausen's pressure today is just so on point. It was showing versus Huebert, and now it's showing versus Lupro. Lupro is really struggling on defense against this guy.
Oh,
no DPs allowed. Big hit.
Ooh, nice. Go for the legs. Work the legs out. Block your toes. Hey, there we go. That's the big hit Lupro wants. Look at all that. Oh my gosh. Oh! The ender misses. Oh my gosh, how much damage is going to be? How much damage?
Here we go.
Either way, all the way to the corner push. Alright, alright. Brings the DP, big swing. Oh. Nice call on that back right there. Dang, the number's long. Alright.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The shotgun just catches all manner of movement from Lupro here.
And nice job just nullifying the dragon. Every single time the situation comes up and they have a free chance to do it, they just nullify the dragon. And nice roll to get off the corner.
Here we go. The pressure coming out and beating the DP straight up, but the timing on it was such that the dragon would just make Bakonhausen block, not hit. So it ended up just trading damage with Lupro here. And a really good match on the dragon. Had to do it at that spot or he was going to get guard broken.
Oh my
DP,
gosh.
this is huge.
Oh my gosh. Take it. Boom, baby.
Wow. Bakonhausen playing so good today. Absolutely going ham on Lupro there. And that is going to be Bakonhausen getting into the money, making it 2 winners finals, man. Really, really good play all around coming from him.
Yeah, everything's coming up Bakonhausen right now. To make sure you hit up that match arena and chat. We still got those codes available for y'all. Let's get it. Especially if you're in this tournament. If you're playing inside this bracket, I want to see your name in there, all right? I will call you out personally. I'll be knocking on your door. Hey, did you do your match arena yet? Hey, did you do your match arena yet? Come on, get it in, get it in, get it in. We say these codes available.
Get in there.
50 available. Get in there. Get in there.
Get in there immediately.
But yeah.
Get in there, get those stonks up. You need to get the stonks up in the match arena immediately. I need that right now. I need the money on the table right now. Open your pockets.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Back pockets too. Hoodie pocket especially.
You got an in-scene. We're gonna check your socks. We're gonna check your socks too. We're gonna pull in there and make sure you're not hiding anything under your soul. All right, anything, everywhere. We want to see it. All right, we got the money. Go get it. All right.
Yep. We all got the money, boys. All right. Next up though, Black versus BlueLinkys. This is gonna be Crusader versus Swiftmaster, and the name of the game has changed a little bit because normally Swiftmaster would just kind of body in this matchup. Or actually, no, this matchup was pretty even, I think, before the patch, too. Because even though Swift had a lot of really good neutral options to try to pull you in closer to him so you can get that pressure started, Crusader has a lot of options that can cover that space, force him to block. You have tools like Javelin. You have tools like 5S. You have tools like 5A. Just moves that are so huge that you can actually kind of, that even though they're a little bit sluggish and slow, you can still play neutral with Swiftmaster and kind of preempt him before he comes in with his 5B shenanigans. And now that Swiftmaster has to be a little bit more conservative and a little bit more careful about how they use meter, it might make it a little bit more difficult to use Wind Orbit neutral and to try to bring Crusader in a position where he'll have to fight up close and personal to you. So we'll have to see if that comes into play in the matchup. But I think these two are about even in skill level. I'm curious to see how the set's going to go.
Yeah, and I feel like we haven't seen, a ton of Swiftmasters inside of these rollback on block tournaments. So I want to see how Black is going to deal with the Swiftmaster, I haven't seen, how they're going to place the wall, where they're going to stand at, what kind of offense are they going to change their offense style at all. I want to see.
I am also curious.
This matchup? Yeah, I just haven't seen this matchup a lot, I feel like.
All right, Black versus BlueLinkys. Who's got it? We immediately start with a big duff, and yeah, that's a situation that I was a little bit worried about for Black there. Once you're past max range of 5A, it's going to be really, really difficult for Black to ever actually push any buttons. You got to be really careful about how you try to avoid neutral situations like that. Oh, great DP from BlueLinkys right there. Oh, bit of a drop throw. Black trying to jump out, but it is not meant to be. BlueLinkys is getting all this damage in right now.
Yeah, get that meter game working on the perfect right now for BlueLinkys. All right. Oh,
trying to roll a potential DP, doesn't even end up happening though. BlueLinkys gonna get a hood perfect right there. Good stuff.
yeah, and Black didn't like the play right there. They kind of just were holding down back, right, waiting for opportunity. The opportunity didn't really come though.
Yeah, you see, Black is trying to throw out those preemptive buttons. It's very similar to how a more slower character would actually fight a character like Chip or Amelia in Stride. You throw out those the quickest, most low recovery button just to try to catch a potential dash in or potential button press or something. Just to try to prevent them from, just trying to make them think a little bit about how they're going to be approaching in neutral. It's a little bit difficult for characters slow as Crusader to make this happen. Oh wow, the wall is in the way. You are going to have to block. Oh, this is going to be a guard break.
Oh,
100% a guard break. Oh my goodness!
I'm watching like, where you going with this, Black? Where you going with this? That's where they were going with it to the next round.
That was an incredible setup coming out from Black there. There was not many situations that BlueLinkys could have done to get out of that with the wall right behind him. He was going to have to end up blocking that Armageddon. And it's going to lead to it again, I think. This might be the same setup. No, we're just going to go for throw here. Another throw.
One. Dose. Oh, no. A little shimmy. Oh, wow.
Where are you jumping?
That fear in your heart. Oh, my God.
Oh, my
that
God.
fear in your heart.
God, man. Black absolutely abusing the rule of three right there. You like the classic rule of three of fighting games. I throw twice and then strike third.
Definitely.
That is how it goes. It's how it will always be. And Black, just letting it happen. And he did the thing. Oh my God, dude, the pressure right now coming out from BlueLinkys. That being said, though, he's gonna take a big hit. Nice DP.
Oh, that's BlueLinkys. Super fast of red. Nice side switch. Yeah, Black looks like Black's gonna be able to survive this. They're gonna have a whole lot of meter to work with.
Okay, yeah, I don't think there was enough meter to go for Gucci Belt into the power-up, but BlueLinkys is going to be able to get that kill there. BlueLinkys, another round up here, keeping it even with Black here. Oh, Black with almost a really good whip punish. Unfortunately, though, did not realize he was not in range for 5AA. Ooh, and this is the pressure situation that's a little scary. That max space fireball is really hard to challenge.
Oh. I feel like Black, they're getting caught up backing a lot right now. Maybe they're trying to get up there and throw Javelin.
BlueLinkys optimization is absolutely crazy.
Ooh, the 5B finds his mark.
Ooh.
Another one.
A 2.
Another one.
A 3.
Another one.
Okay. BlueLinkys up to the maximum amount of meter that you can possibly have right now. Gonna run over the Gucci Belt. Gonna get that pressure started. Gonna go for block string. Starting to get that meter back again. Not looking great for Black right now.
Ooh.
Black tries to get a punish there. Unfortunately, it is not meant to be. Gets an activation though, and now BlueLinkys is low on guard bar. Oh my goodness. This is terrifying. I don't think it'll lead to a kill though. Gonna need one more hit for that. Not in range for the tackle to connect. What an unfortunate drop there for Black. A slight misspacing, and that is going to be the big duff. And that is a 1-1 in the set. BlueLinkys getting the game on the board.
1 apiece. Who's going to be sealing out this round? It's looking pretty close. I feel like, Black, they got to stay away from that up back. It's not working out for him. And BlueLinkys about to choose different RPS. Oh my gosh. When they have the back to the wall, BlueLinkys has this first big hit.
So much damage to get this round started here. Oh, and the wall coming through. Oh, and takes the corner back. What is this combo? The links coming out from Black right now. The other one's with
Ooh,
the guy,
nice.
the guy with the word Link in his title. Big throw.
And a wall coming for your back. Oh no.
Too far away to punish.
Get off
He comes
me!
up from Black.
The power of the Lord!
Bless me with time lights. Oh. Alright. Oh, trying to go for tackle there, trying to get something out of BlueLinkys. He's able to convert it, but now it's just a little bit lower on life as BlueLinkys gets all of his life back and gets his full combo going.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
So many.
Okay,
So much meter recovered. Loving the pressure from BlueLinkys.
Oh my gosh.
And actually just rolls through the 5C. That was the option to deal with the Gucci belt, but BlueLinkys was just too on point there. Is going to be able to avoid it. And one more hit for BlueLinkys here is absolutely going to end this round and take us to a final. Oh my god, the anti-air! The anti-air is crazy! The anti-air is crazy!
Whoa,
the loops!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, 50%.
Oh my gosh, 50% health gone already.
Oh,
Giant hammer for the throw bait. Another one.
Again, he knows he needs it to get this kill here. Not that much meter left on the table. One wall will deplete him. Oh, and the trade! Not gonna work out in Linky's favor! Oh my god, that's it!
Oh my. Black, how does he do it? How does he do it?
I can't believe it. BlueLinkys gonna be going down the losers bracket off of a trade there. Really good play, really good comeback from Black. He is gonna be moving on to winners finals to fight Bakonhausen later today. Good stuff.
And Black, I believe in Black. So we got Black. Oh my gosh, the Lord is your shepherd, and oh my god, they had that. They have to have faith, right? Black has to have faith because they were down so badly that round, and they just found that 2C. They found the 2C. They believed the power. You see that cross in his hand? That keeps away the sinners. That keeps away the haters. That keeps those that don't believe. You have to believe, right? Believe.
Where the haters, son?
You gotta believe. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, dude, that's great. Oh wow. Yeah, no, really good stuff coming out from my man Black. Really good comeback. Really just good play all around against BlueLinkys. BlueLinkys, we will be seeing him again. He will be playing against the winner of Huebert and Frosty, which is actually going to be our next set. But yeah, I'm sure we will be seeing BlueLinkys again. Really good, really strong Swift player. Black going to be going up against Bakonhausen in our winners finals. But now we get down to losers. We get down to the nitty gritty, boys. It's time for Huebert versus Frosty.
All right, Huebert versus Frosty. So we got this. I want to see how are they going to change the game plan off? Because Huebert, they've been going so ham. I feel like everybody's been seeing their game plan. It's high risk, high reward, super high octane. I'm melting all my meter, right? I'm melting all my health, and I'm going to crack you open like a nut eventually, like a nut crack, just try to force you and just squeeze you and try to just get that mix in here and make you just freaking explode. And if you can hold out from that, you can try to slow you from that situation. I feel like you have a better chance against Huebert, right? But can you survive that onslaught? We're going to see. Can Frosty survive?
Yep. And that's the thing, though, because Huebert has to expend health to get those combos going. He has to expend HP to get that pressure going. So if he fails pressure and Frosty gets an Awakening DP, how many does he really need to get that kill? Because if he's doing that after a knockdown and he's in Awakening, that means Berserker's got to be at least at like half health at that point. One DP at that point probably is going to lead to your death. So Huebert has to be incredibly careful with how he pressures here, or Frosty will hit him once and just delete his life bar and everything that was left from him.
Alright, so who will explode? I thought it's going to be explosive. I feel like someone's going to explode. Let's see who it is.
Of course. Alright, Huebert already expending some of that HP like we were talking about earlier. Frosty not really able to get a combo there, though. Oh, just run a command grab, gets all that HP back. He said, I heard you talking. I heard you talking. Oh. We're getting all these HP back.
Alright, Frosty out of meter right now. Just poking, just dumping it all as soon as they get it. Alright, Herbert's getting the offense started. Going for the maul. Ooh, nice back from Frosty. He gets DP though. It's situation Frosty's in. Alright, they're in Awakening.
The strike throw coming out here is so good, but this is actually going to lead to Achilles in Awakening.
Yeah, that's it.
Over.
Yeah, that's it, right?
It's a wrap. That is a wrap and a half. I bought it at Wawa. It has chicken Caesar salad in it. That is a wrap.
Mmm, delicious. The creamy chicken's just solid too. I love it. Each bite, you got all that juice flowing everywhere.
Dude. That is so consistently my lunch pick, I had to say. But yeah, there we go. That's round 1. Coming in from Frosty.
Whoa! He's flying in the sky. Okay. Nice. Goes for another one. Alright, it's getting kind of greedy right there, Frosty. Like, he ain't blocking the dome. He ain't ready for it. Oh, Frosty doesn't block his dome either.
Conversion coming in. Oh, whoa! Where is he going? He actually got the hit, unfortunately was unable to convert. That was so crazy. And he just gets hit by run up DP, and that's a wrap.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is how it's turning out right now. Frosty, you know, game plan is getting an awakening. That's where they really feel like they shine. And Huebert, you know, the way they melt people, they're pitting Frosty in that perfect positioning to get that awakening. And they have a bunch of meter, they're just sitting on it. So when you're in that RPS situation, like Huebert, they're just in a huge disadvantage. You know, they already messed it up all their own life. So now they get hit one time, it's over.
Here we go. Oh, Huebert coming in. Ooh, going for a little bit of a sneaky setup. Tries to go for the 2A reset. Unfortunately, the 2A whiffs. And now Huebert is trying to find his way in to do pressure that isn't going to involve him getting hit by Frosty. Oh, that's a big hit. Ooh. There you go, mix up. Right before an awakening, too. Oh, and baits the guard cancel. This will lead to your death 100%. Look at these conversion loops. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I still had more. I come with the word narrow. Uh-oh. Watch your legs.
Oh, here we go with the reset. That actually will lose to Mash if Huebert doesn't cancel that with conversion, so... still a good setup, though. Definitely good for keeping Frosty on his toes. Ooh, okay, here we go. Another good knockdown for Frosty. This is the thing about Hitman, man. He's got a really strong mix-up, but his damage is really low before he gets an awakening, aka the state that he is in now. Great blocking. Yep. Oh, this is scary.
That's where it starts. RPS for the future. Nice!
Oh,
Visit again now! Just keep doing it!
Yep, roll into 2A is not real. Unless you have a button that reaches far enough and is 7 frames, I believe it is not a real punish. The only thing you can do is the universal punish, which is roll through and throw. Huebert trying to go for something with Frosty, which is pushing down an X, and he was not having any of it. Oh my god, the guard break was incoming, and a perfect timed guard cancel coming up from Frosty there. Plus, oh no, actually, big ol' mash from Huebert here. Oh, and a huge reaction from Huebert with the conversion. Good stuff. That is a game on the board for Huebert. 1-1 on the set now.
Yeah, so we see the momentum swing. You know, Huebert gets him in the corner, gets the game plan going, melt the health bar like butter. And Frosty, you know, they get an awakening, they can RPS a lot, and it's kind of reversal, throw it out there, push for that one big hit. Like this match has been decided pretty late, and it's like one big momentum swing, and that's who's gonna win it.
Alright, here we go. Another big hit coming out from Frosty. Mix up incoming. And a delayed DP from Huebert. Frosty has definitely been folding to DPs all night. It's definitely been one of his struggle points. We saw it versus Lupro as well. But Frosty still being able to get in, get this pressure started, and is able to catch Huebert with those plus frames.
And I think one really big difference in that round, Frosty had like the really big early lead, which you haven't seen too much. So yeah, I feel like even in that scenario, like Huebert's gonna be like really big trouble. Oh my gosh. Tapping your dome up, what are you gonna do, Frosty? You gotta get out of here. Nice block.
Here we go.
Oh wow, Huebert, he just did the command throw. Maybe trying to read a roll?
Attempting to. Oh, here we go. A nice space button. Huebert is probably going to get this round off of this combo. Should be able to get into awakening from this. Conversion, there it is.
Yeah, it's
Knock
gonna be a
into
Dunzo.
super. Yep, just keeping it simple. And now Huebert taking it to a final round here against Frosty in this loser bracket set. Who will take?
Alright. Herb will get a big hit. Oh, nice cross up right there. Damn, flying overhead, right?
Yeah, that overhead's so quick, man. It is not reactable. You gotta hold that. It is a straight up guess.
Alright, Huebert. Looking super, super good right now. Ah, yeah, Frosty just guessing right every single mix situation.
Yep.
Now we're gonna see the
Only
Huebert.
one more hit is going to be necessary to get this kill here.
No!
And Huebert actually getting hit, but no conversion for Frosty. Oh, and he keeps on reaction to the guard cancel. What a great cancel coming in from Frosty. Huebert trying to get out of that pressure, but the reactions were so on point that there was just no way. And Frosty is going to be taking that, knocking out Huebert, our previous champion, out at 7th place to fight BlueLinkys in losers quarters. Insane.
And Huebert was looking super, super good. They were looking really, really offensive, really impressive. But I feel like, people were able to just take the risk, take a few different blocks for the mix-ups. And I feel like when you have like the lead, you're looking really, really, really good. When you have that lead against that character, I feel like you're already losing all this health. They're already low on meter. They're already in the corner. I feel like fighting out of the situation feels actually kind of hard for Berserker. Like once they're in like that huge resource deficit.
Yeah, no. Definitely was not looking great for Berserker there. Every time he got that pressure started, he was losing health, which every time he would put Hitman into Awakening, and he'd be in a position where one good DP would lead to his death. And that is definitely a big problem in that matchup. If you don't get that original mix-up, and you get tagged by that DP, you're probably going to be losing most of your life and most of your resource at the same time. So, unfortunate matchup running for Huebert. But Frosty did play incredibly well nonetheless. He is going to be moving on to play BlueLinkys. We have our last Losers 8 set here, which is going to be Anton versus PointPrometheus. Anton, we saw earlier, one of the best Inquisitors around, had a really rough run-in with Black, though. Black kind of steamrolled in that set. And this is going to be the same matchup, but it's going to be up against PointPrometheus here. We'll see if Anton has any more answers to a playstyle of PointPrometheus's, which is a little bit more risky, a lot more jumping, for one, which means that 5 jump MS for Anton is going to be a much more powerful option in that mid-range. And PointPrometheus is going to have to be pretty careful with his meter because he might get hit by guard break setup once Anton is put in that Awakening. So we'll have to see how this goes. PointPrometheus, I think, definitely still has the matchup advantage. We will have to see if Anton will be able to overcome that matchup advantage with his skill. We shall see.
Because you were talking about Anton earlier, and I definitely want to see more of their game plan, see more of what their Inquisitor can do. When you're playing that lower tier character, you're used to that being up a huge disadvantage, so you have to be really creative with problem solving. So I definitely want to see if we can see some of that shine throughout this set.
I'm really curious to see how Anton is going to be dealing with the playstyle and character of PointPrometheus. That Crusader is nothing to scoff at. Yeah, there we go. There's jump javelin right there. PointPrometheus, though, staying pretty grounded here, knowing that if if he jumps too much, that jump MS from Inquisitor will start coming out, and that is honestly probably her best move, if we're being honest. That move is actually tries to do that, does not. Gets the throw. Have to be careful though. Alright, here we go. Oh, and a really, really good DP from Anton. Amazing anti-air. Okay. Trying to guard button check with PointPrometheus. Clearly using it. Ooh, a little bit of an awkward hit on the wheel, but still able to get the combo regardless. Ooh, nice combo coming from Anton. Gets the meaty, and that is going to be a round for Anton there.
Alright, Anton looking good so far. Oh, nice whip punish. Okay.
Ooh. There we go. We're getting a nice little soft knockdown here into the wheel. Yep, that fire is actually going to be... That fire will actually beat that there. Really, really good call out from Anton. Safety. But this is a little scary, though. Tries to roll on PointPrometheus to avoid it, but he did car cancel the spear, which makes this super possible. And unfortunately, PointPrometheus not optimizing properly there, and is going to be getting hit by this huge combo. My god, look at all of this guard pressure. Anton doing as much as he can to stop PointPrometheus from blocking. Forcing him to just sit there for as long as possible so that finally he'll pick an option and Anton will be ready to punish. But ends up ending that one with a throw. Anton now up 1-0 with a pretty strong game 1 against PointPrometheus here.
And like the wheel too, like the way Anton's applying his pressure is really more about frustrating more than about mixing you up or opening you up. Just trying to make you make a decision, right? Trying to force a decision out of you. Oh, wow.
The power of DP right there, unfortunately not going to be able to finish that combo. A little bit of a drop at the end. Anton, a little bit low on meter here, trying to play the slow pace neutral to get it back faster so they will have that fire available to get that pressure started with. Uh-oh, the debuff has been applied. The run-up DP is going to land, meaning you get a full combo from it because of the debuff. Oh my goodness. Here comes hard knockdown.
Alright, nice. Probably do get a knockdown right here. This shouldn't kill. But they do have a screen advantage, you know, they got the wall, so
yep.
A lot of immediate threat.
Meter back. I'm not quite sure what was going on with that tackle there. Might have been a misinput from PointPrometheus. Now PointPrometheus stuck in a potential guard break setup. Runs them out of the wheel so they can get the throw. Throws them back into it. Would have even led to a full combo had the throw not killed. Good stuff to Anton. One more round and they check out PointPrometheus here.
Okay. PointPrometheus, nice poke out. Has the corner control now. Oh no, Anton's reversing it right out.
Oh, and yeah, using that 5AA, really good recognition from Anton. That 5AA is plus on block, so purposefully whiffing.
Oh,
what the heck are you doing? That combo was
that's pretty cool.
That was a clinically.
That's the I'm in a lab all day combo, right?
Oh my goodness, that was a really clean whiff punch from Anton though, and it might actually lead to a kill if done properly. Close. Oh, this might lead to a guard break setup. A really, really quick meter gain from Awakening is going to make it a lot easier here for Anton. That being said, though, PointPrometheus finds a way out. Oh, just the 5A into the DP to beat the install. Insanely good play coming out from Anton. Amazing response, and PointPrometheus is going to be out at 7th. Anton moving on with an insane W over PointPrometheus.
Yeah, looking really, really solid. You know, they didn't get their game plan started when they were playing Black earlier, but you kind of see what the game plan is, you know, frustrating with the wheel, and then once they get an Awakening, like you were saying, they just keep to cycle that meter over and over and over and over again, and it kind of it's just frustrating you, right? It's being really annoying. And like the calls with the DP and pushing out with the wheel, and when they did push it out with the wheel, and they went for the throw, they were also throwing PointPrometheus out the DP. You get to see like a little bit of the red for the startup. So yeah, I feel like really, really good call out right there. So yeah, Anton, I like it. I like the pressure. I like the offense.
Yeah, no, really, really good pressure. Pretty good offense and amazing awareness on how to deal with Crusader's offensive tools. The use of the 5A and then comboing immediately into the DP on the armor to beat any type of move that might have been coming out through it was really, really smart. And a really good use of, and a really good showing of Anton's matchup knowledge, which just makes it even more insane to me in my mind that Black blew up Anton to the level that he did, because Anton clearly has the matchup knowledge to make it work. So, that's a testament to Black's skill, as well as Anton's, for countering PointPrometheus so effectively. And we will be seeing him up against Lupro in the set after this one, but for right now, we're going to be getting BlueLinkys versus Frosty. It's going to be Hitman versus Swiftmaster. And this is a runback, actually. They did play in winners. So this should be a good fun set.
And I will definitely say, like, when you're playing in a bracket, getting that double jeopardy, losing to the same player, it feels so unfortunate. It's like the worst scenario that can happen. It's like, I was doing so well against everybody else, but this one situation, you just kind of falls where it feels like, So let's see,
There's
you know.
one guy.
You
won't leave me
yeah,
alone.
right? Get off my back.
Why didn't
bro.
you just
Leave
go
me
home?
alone. It's a tournament full of all these players. Go bother somebody else, right?
Round robin pools. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, dog. I'm kidding. Never do round robin pools. Anyway, BlueLinkys versus Frosty. This matchup should be pretty interesting. We did see it earlier. Swift versus the Hitman. It's all about if Swift can win the neutral consistently and keep that pressure going to avoid a situation where Frosty gets 2 hits and kills you. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of Swift's matchups, but he's really good at it. So, it's keep doing what you're doing, man. We're all about your success, Swift. Keep up with life, bro.
Yeah, speaking about round robin, I think that'd be cool to see for this game. If they had like a tour where there was like a round robin tournament, you know, you have like all these qualifiers, and then you have like the 8 best players, and they just play for like I feel like, you know, most fighting game tournaments is always like double elimination style, and you don't get to see people shine. I feel like if it was like a round robin type of thing where you had like all these series, and you had the 8 best players from all these tours, and they had like a round robin tournament, that'd actually be really cool to see, especially if it lasted multiple days.
I like round robins for invitationals. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like them for closed major tournaments.
That probably take all day, right?
Yep.
Yeah, round robin at Evo, right?
Ooh, all right. Stop right there, citizen. You violated the law.
We've been there for a couple months. Just a couple.
All right, here we go. BlueLinkys versus Frosty. First 2 set. Let's get it. They're letting the intros rock. You always love to see it. And this is also double interesting because, as I learned from the chat, both of these guys are from NRS. So that makes this matchup even more interesting because they probably have like a very similar ideology on how to play fighting games.
Yeah, especially if they like played each other before, and that would be pretty cool too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the pressure coming through from BlueLinkys right now. Big dub. Oh my goodness. Oh, and no combo. It ended up resetting. He's like, oh, yo, drop opportunities. Respect.
Yeah. You thought I wasn't safe, right? You thought you had a punish coming. Nah.
Pop. Pop. Alright, here we go. Take this time. We have to cancel the plus rings here. BlueLinkys only 1 hit away from dying here. Has to find some way in neutral. Who actually converts it to try and beat it. Oh, no whip punish from Frosty. That is super lucky for BlueLinkys. And speak of the devil, the whip punish comes out from Frosty on that 5B. Good stuff.
Alright, looking really solid right now. Nice tip in the legs from BlueLinkys, okay. Oh, just jumping around. What's going on?
BlueLinkys is trying to bait this DP so hard. He ends up doing it, but is unfortunately not blocking at that current time. Really good stuff, really good awareness from Frosty, and really good bar right.
Alright. Frosty, nice roll out of the
roll
corner.
timing.
But they didn't get a punishment, they didn't get a counter hit scenario. So, even better.
When the DP coming out, there is a small gap there. So if you have an advancing DP or one that sucks your opponent in, it is very effective against that plus frame option. So always make sure you have that in the tank if you do have an advancing DP like that. Oh my goodness! And there's just a lack thereof of conversions from BlueLinkys right now. He has not been able to get the combos that he needs in order to gain the advantage in this set. Ooh, and a little, once again, a really awkward conversion there. Oh, actually, no, I completely agree. He purposefully kept Frosty out of awakening there, and now he's just zoning with duffs. Because if he lands one, that will actually just be the kill.
All right, Frosty's guard bar going down slowly, 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 and I feel like BlueLinkys.
Oh
no! Okay.
Oh my goodness, and this should end with sweep. No. We actually do need one mix up. On the guard cancel, but a lead on deck here for Hitman, and he's in awakening, so you have to be careful. Oh, and what a block from Frosty! And oh my goodness, dude, Frosty's defense has been so consistent throughout this entire set already. One game and almost every mix-up block from BlueLinkys.
And I feel like BlueLinkys right there, they were trying to, you know, not pit Frosty and set a scenario where they would have that awakening until you get the kill. It just didn't end up working out. You know, sometimes you hesitate, you don't really try to force the situation, you try to play to, you know, not lose instead of win, it doesn't end up working out.
Alright, here we go. Nice 5B started from BlueLinkys. Pushing across the other way of the corner, forcing him to eventually not block as the guard meter was so low.
Another one. Another one.
Safe jump. Oh, and no punish. The throw recovery on this game so low. BlueLinkys unfortunately did not have the reactions to get that punish. We'll have to see if he's able to get this next hit. Frosty will basically even out the life at this point.
Alright, just throwing a win, throwing the tornadoes out. Okay, yeah,
and wow,
into the roll.
Yep, catching him a little bit late, so it's not going to scale super well. The fireball's not a great starter, but he is going to get safe jump here. I love the game here from BlueLinkys here. He is just charging the big punch. He does not want to interact with Frosty at this point, because putting him into Awakening is not what he wants. Even though he had to do it right there just to avoid taking a bunch of strong guard pressure. Wow! Really risky 5A from BlueLinkys, but calling out that Frosty was not going to go for the follow-up to try and bait. Takes the big duff, and that is a round in favor of the Swiftmaster Massive BlueLinkys.
Alright, BlueLinkys trying to get on the board. Alright, nice, nice, nice. I think Frosty has been going for that a lot, just trying to poke out from mid-screen with these giant attacks. They're kind of holding down back a lot right now, right? Yeah, they've been looking at that. They've been looking for like a few of these rolls and looking for like different spots to like poke out, but it's just not working out.
Yeah, BlueLinkys is doing a really good job of winding.
Another one.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Another one.
Yeah, BlueLinkys is doing a really good job of getting Frosty that low guard bar and then calling him out for the option that he chooses to try to avoid having to block again, so he does not get guard broke. Because a guard break at this amount of life would lead to a duff, and it would probably lead to death. Poor Frosty here. Yeah, yep, and this is a scary situation. Oh my goodness, there it is. Big guard break coming in. No great life to speak of though, so it's not going to be doing as much damage as you think. It's just a normal combo, but oh, here we go, sit down.
This is where Frosty wants to be though, right? They have all this meter, they're in Awakening, they're working all this chip, you know, slowly slipping in the guard bar.
Yeah, BlueLinkys is opting to block, holding that full screen presence. Plus rings.
Yep, and they got it!
Oh no, the DP from Frosty, here it comes, and here comes the super. One more round for Frosty, and Frosty will take it over BlueLinkys and move on to loser semi.
Yeah, and Frosty, they're just so willing to just chill out, you know, relax, and just gain that meter back. The more patient Frosty is, the more meter they get, and they realize that. And that's why they love playing this like Awakening game plan. Yeah, both players really kind of patient right now. They're trying to force their turn too hard. Until BlueLinkys goes all the way in. Oh,
yeah.
Call out.
Frosty taking damage, so he's not going to be getting that guard bar back too fast, and it might just lead to his demise once he lands after this combo from BlueLinkys. Another big hit potentially incoming here. We might have to see a guard cancel come out from Frosty, but he has been so conservative with his meter. And this is going to be a guard break 100%. Yep, there it is.
Oh, I just took the hit.
Oh, no. Yeah, no guard break. Is going to end up taking a hit. Oh, he's going to be getting all this guard meter back now in this situation. No meter left for BlueLinkys. He's going to be slowly getting it back. Yep. Yeah, Frosty now really threatening the BlueLinkys' life right now. And the throw, is that going to do it? 1 HP! 1 HP! You cannot make this up. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this up. This is terrifying for BlueLinkys now. You have to be careful to cancel. Normally he would just TP that, but he's gonna roll on that. Ooh, the Gucci Duck coming in right there. BlueLinkys gonna clutch that game, and now is 1 game away from moving on to loser semis over Frosty. But Frosty is not going down without a fight. He took game 1. He's like, I earned this set. This is going to be mine. I got guns and a sword. What do you got? The breeze? Febreze Master?
Febreze Master. I need that meme now. Another one. Okay.
Frosty.
Yeah, so BlueLinkys kind of forcing his RP scenario right now. Okay, there we go. Frosty with the reversal. Gotta get that guard thrust in there, get off me. And I feel like this is a situation when BlueLinkys won, right? Frosty's their item meter. They haven't been okay. Now they haven't had a lot of success poking out in the past, but right now it's still working out for them. They found the spacing.
Yep. Frosty's finally starting to get some pressure started here. Keeps lowering the life of BlueLinkys through the gray health. And this is going to delete a lot of life of BlueLinkys. BlueLinkys now trapped in Awakening. Has to make this happen versus Frosty. But is now so fast on the ground that Frosty's going to have trouble playing the mid-range against this character at all. Oh, and baits the DP with the conversion. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Nice bait. Nice bait. Frosty got this first round. I know BlueLinkys, they've been like, they've been zoning at first, and they just run in, set the offense, and start trying to destroy Frosty's guard bar.
Oh, and there we go.
Nice.
There's that success in neutral. BlueLinkys trying to get the pressure started. Still has Frosty at a low guard bar, so this block string can definitely lead to it. Oh, but no, Frosty just gonna end up taking the hit. Damage is gonna be about evened out after this. Oh, barely gets the window back. Stuff.
Another one. Another one.
Big jump. Oh, wow, just the Abare match from Frosty there. And getting away with murder, too. And a good DP coming up from BlueLinkys. The response to that has been so consistent. Frosty has been unable to set up plus frames.
Okay.
Needs his last big hit in order to move on in the bracket. Baits the DP. That is a huge starter. Unsure if this is going to kill because BlueLinkys was just short of being an Awakening. Tries to convert into Awakening, but unfortunately doesn't know how to combo with it. Or he does and he messed it up, but BlueLinkys now in a bad position. Has Awakening though, so he can move around the screen so fast. Oh, actually the Gucci belt just ran out. That could have been a punish from Frosty, but
That's the exact positioning.
None the
10
wiser.
seconds left on the clock. They could go to
Oh
time.
my goodness, the health values are so close in percentage, and the roll does not make it whiff, and Frosty is going to be moving on to loser semis in the bracket here. Wow.
Yeah, that was super close, and we get to see, Frosty is just super patient. They were holding down back. They were waiting for an opportunity in a lot of those spaces. And then at the end, that last moment, BlueLinkys, they tried to force the situation, and it ended up being caught. They just got caught swinging. And I felt like those late match scenarios, that patience from Frosty came out super well. You saw BlueLinkys, they tried to force the scenario a lot earlier to the set, and they were trying to go for the offense, trying to maul. And when they could maul and get the offense started, it would work out in their favor. But Frosty just kept letting it go to time, and when it went to time, it went in Frosty's favor.
Yeah, no, man. Frosty was doing a really good job of just grinding down on BlueLinkys' patience, and BlueLinkys was so close to taking that round there. Tried to convert to get himself into Awakening in the combo, didn't get into Awakening, and at the same time was also unable to finish that combo. It was a really unfortunate loss there for BlueLinkys, but he is going to be out of 5th place. Frosty is going to move on to loser semis to fight the winner of Lupro and Anton, which is actually going to be our next set here. Lupro and Anton is one that I've been looking forward to a lot. Lupro, super high-octane Dragonite player. Always happy-go-lucky on that DP button. Loves to move around. Doesn't like to play that slow patient game. Always likes to be in your face and oppressing you in neutral. Anton, up there with some of the best Inquisitor play I've ever seen. I wonder how they're going to stack up against each other. I'm not actually sure how this matchup pans out for Inquisitor. I actually don't think it's, just on paper, I don't think it's one of her bad ones, but we will have to see.
Yeah, and I just want to see more of this Inquisitor action. I want to see this character a lot. I do like seeing all this flame, fire wheels everywhere, kind of annoying people. I feel like this game plan feels more annoying than it is immediate threat. So as long as Lupro can just chill out, be patient, and get those big hits, get that corner control that they love to succeed with Dragon Knight, I think they'll be fine. But we'll see. Maybe there's some character-specific problem solving that Anton has.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say, when you're rocking the character like Inquisitor, you got to come up with like really specific solutions for a lot of different situations, because the character is not really at the level of some other characters where you can do a couple options and be all right. She kind of has to have solutions for every individual problem with almost a different answer, which is honestly one of the only reasons that a lot of characters are bad. You just have to have a lot of separate solutions for individual problems instead of covering almost every problem in the game. You know what I mean? But that being said, though, Anton is going to be getting the hit here. Tries to bait the DP with the dash. I really respect it from Anton, knowing that Lupro is a very DP happy man. Maybe he's listening to me. He'll probably stop though. Big hand. Boom, boom. Not gonna have enough for the DP. One more hit. Wow. Really strong round from Lupro there. Alright, and oh my god, man, Lupro with a whiff punishes here on that 5A. Tries to DP the dragon setup, but just ends up duffing the dragon with Lance instead. Here we go. The battle axe. Even though Anton might not be winning this round, that battle axe is at least covered in dragon tears. You know what I'm saying? Totally worth it. Not going to be able to get the DP in time here, I don't think. Yeah, not quite. Runs up with the 2A and immediately a super strong opening for Lupro, finishing that game with a perfect. Alright, moving on to game 2 here. Here we go. Big combo coming in from Lupro here. Alright, pressure. Alright, here we go. Bop, bop. Oh, trying to go for that dash under. Go to pressure. Boom. Bop, bop. Boom. 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 Bop, bop. And that is going to be another round for Lupro, man. Lupro is playing so good right now.
Yeah, Lupro's looking super solid. Alright, just going to take it to the sky. Start the dragon. Alright, Anton's kind of just holding down back right now. Alright, looking for a spot to answer.
Oh, and a drop from Lupro. Finally giving Anton an opportunity to play the game here. And I'm starting to see the flaw in this matchup here. When you have access to a 5-frame button to start your pressure, it's going to be a lot more difficult for Inquisitor to get out. Also, her guard cancel, not the best, so that situation is even more difficult to avoid. And I think one more rep here will do it. This should be death for Anton. That 850 life not doing him any favors, and that is an insane round from Lupro and a dominating finish to Anton's run. Anton gonna land in 5th place. Lupro gonna move on to loser semis. Really good stuff. 850 life. 850
yeah, that was really rough, right?
850 life.
That looked rough.
850 life. Why? 850 life. Why? 850 life. Why? Yo, shout out to Huebert TV with the raid. Congratulations on 7 today, my brother. And thank you for supporting the stream. Alright. I know you guys can't hear it, but production is really, really angry about Inquiz having 850 health.
Yeah, that reminds me of, oh my gosh.
Like, very upset.
Something to give, like, low-tier characters, like, whack health. I remember for, like, Marvel 3, I think it was 830 health. And Zero has 830 health, and then X23 has X20 health. I'm like, how do Zero, the Buster, Lightning Loop, 100% damage combo, have the same amount of damage as X23, which just has like these claws? That's all it is, like little claws. They try to scratch you with. How? How?
It's also
Who knows?
850 health, man. That is a struggle. That is what I'm saying, man. The character sucks. I don't care what anybody says. Inquisitor is terrible. I literally don't want to hear it.
She's bad.
No health?
Oh my gosh.
No
health. No.
No health?
No health.
No health?
Oof.
No health. No health indeed. But yeah, no. All right. Our next set, though, winners finals, Bakonhausen versus Black. Bakonhausen has been on a tear. He has been bodying everybody today. Took out Huebert, took out Lupro, and is now sitting in winners finals to fight against Black. Commonly in our top threes. Everybody knows Black. He's been in our top threes, I think, for the past 3 weeks now. One of the strongest Crusaders around. Absolute net play grinder. He's probably also playing in Casa tonight, but I don't know because he hasn't dipped from the bracket yet. We'll have to see. But my man has been playing so clean, so good. Had a little bit of a tough run-in with BlueLinkys, but ended up taking him out, and now doesn't have to worry about BlueLinkys coming back in from losers bracket. So this might be looking pretty clean for him, unless Bakonhausen is playing good enough today to stop him. So we will see if he can. We shall see.
Yeah. We'll see. So we've seen, Bakonhausen, they've been on a tear. I feel like everything's been coming up their way. They've been looking really smooth. But, Black has been consistently performing, consistently just being really versatile in their game plan. I feel like kind of unpredictable what they're going to do next. I feel like, especially because, you see this character, right? This God-fearing man. And I feel like people play him this really strict, stiff, kind of controlled way. But you see Black kind of just explore all the new options. I think they did a meaty stand B earlier, and it seemed like they made it maybe safer or plus, and then went for stagger pressure, or they go for all these wild flying hammers of justice and truth to try to purify people. And it's just a lot of nuance to their game plan, along with the optimization, that makes Black really, really scary, right? So let's see how it's going to work out. I haven't seen too much of this troubleshooter and Inquisitor, but I feel like, it's going to be super explosive. Yeah. Oh my god, this game's always explosive though, so it's always fun.
Yeah, this whole entire game's pretty explosive. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a patient one, because Troubleshooter really kind of has to grind his way in against a character with this much range. He has decent range himself, but I don't think he's going to be able to beat out Crusader buttons, at least not consistently. We'll have to see what basic Bakonhausen has in store here. Yeah, and like I was saying, he's getting tapped by that 5B. Ooh. The plus frames there, Bakonhausen trying to find a time to challenge. It is not working out.
It feel like Bakonhausen, they have not been playing kind of chill all day. They've been kind of just going in and, just feeling really confident, and it's just been working out for them.
Yep. Oh, and not even any or DP coming up from Bakonhausen, trying to go for the one during pressure. Pops that fireball out. So you got to keep Bakonhausen respecting. And yeah, this is kind of like the dash block game that you have to play as Troubleshooter in this matchup. No meter for Black though. Oh, Bakonhausen ready. And this is Awakening. We're going to be able to get a wall bounce combo for this. It's a light starter though, so it's not going to do that much damage. Power up. Oh, goes for the instant overhead. The double actually lands, but is unable to combo. Goes for the triple. It will leave him safe. And an amazing roll from Bakonhausen that could have even been a punish, but was not confident. Went for the DP. Doesn't matter, though. He's in. He's getting that hit, and he's going to be getting this kill with this Awakening.
Yeah, see, a Bakonhausen, they just go in, and everything seems to be working in their favor. Did they find, a lucky coin or something today? Is that what happened? Because, everything's just working out in their favor, right? They just get in, and it's just alright, this is my game plan, I'm gonna run it. What are you gonna do about it?
Gotta say, really after that, he kept that lead for so long, but Bakonhausen just needed to get in that one time to bring that back. Bakonhausen, look for that opportunity to get in. He needs to be careful with these fireballs. With Black needs to be careful with how he throws it out, because he can get tagged by shotgun if he is a little bit too unruly with it. Does have great life here. Oh, that is going to be so much damage. Look at the loopies. Oh, and we're going to end in the sweep too, so we can get that hard knock. Okay. Yeah, look at the spacing here. Trying to bait Bakonhausen's DP for Bakonhausen. Sniffing it out, saying, I am going to cover this by blocking.
Yeah, just blocking. Alright.
Oh, tries to beat the setup with a low to DP, and it doesn't work out. Black has the conversion available. No meter, though, to get a conversion off that big jump S.
I feel like even situations that like Bakonhausen is losing, right? They're not losing them super terribly. It's like little hits that aren't really like going completely out their favor. And look at that! Look at that!
Close
Oh
enough
my
to get
god!
the link. Try to get a micro dash in, did not work out. Run up into throw the Black Classic, and that is going to be a round, another round on the board for Black.
They really saw that one throw. All right, both players holding down back right now. Nobody's trying to overextend. Bakonhausen, excellent roll. Getting the first hit, first corner carry. All right, first set. What are we headed for?
So here's the plus range.
Ooh.
Beats with the DP. Good stuff for Black. Has some great life available too, so he can just neutral skip here with tackle, but is going to be using it to get that meter back after the wall. Run up the throw. I think Black is a little hesitant to go for repeated throws because Bakonhausen has shown that he is so willing to just DP on any gap in all of his sets.
Yeah, and also Bakonhausen, like there, has been really good at poking out of the pressure. You know, they've been taking a risk, has working out pretty well in their favor.
Yeah, Bakonhausen's Abare is incredibly good. And here we go. Pressure coming up from Bakonhausen. A little too far away to punish that DP though. Troubleshooter does have big buttons, but if you're outside of that range.
Oh, nice grenade!
Oh, that nade was so well placed, so well timed, and that is going to be the round for Bakonhausen if he finishes the combo, and he does. Black going down. Bakonhausen up 1-0.
Yeah, Bakonhausen, they're just finding these hits. They threw the grenade and got an anti-air situation and got a full conversion off of it. They're just finding all these hits. I feel like not the most common scenarios, but they're succeeding pretty consistently. And they've been blocking the wall. I think they've been dealing with Black's walls pretty well with the dash blocking as well.
Oh, there we go. Big hit for Black here. But that being said, though, Bakonhausen can get a good starter. The next hit for him will do so much more. Combo there. Oh, and now he's quartered himself. Slowly being pushed back to the real corner here. Bakonhausen needs to take advantage of this spacing.
Oh my god.
That. Almost actually able to get a combo there. Unfortunately, the timing was just a little bit off on when the DP landed. And unfortunately, he did just get Black meter here, so he is just going to go for that tackle into RC. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and Black going to get caught by the JMS, and that's going to be a pretty good starter here for Bakonhausen setup. Damage boost. Oh, goes for this overhead. Does not work. Bakonhausen with 1 HP, gonna get hit by the wall while trying to go for shotgun. Really, really good catch to keep Bakonhausen from shooting off that shotgun to beat the fireball. Really smart. Oh my god, there's a gap on the third one. Great recognition from Black there.
Alright, poking out, going each other out. Alright, nice from Bakonhausen, getting a hit, has the install in.
Bakonhausen, get that pressure going. Yeah, stuck in the middle of the screen here, Bakonhausen. Really trying to find an opportunity to work his way in. Force Black all the way into that corner so he can get that pressure started. Really difficult for Crusader to deal with this pressure here. Unfortunately, misses the link after the grenade and is now going to have to try again. Oh boy. Not a great situation. If your Bakonhausen tries to DP through it, does not happen. Gets hit by the big swing. And that is a game on the board for Black. 1-1.
Alright, one match apiece. Ooh, looking really, really close. Super close. Oh, dive kick.
Wow!
Yeah. Bakonhausen, they've been like, really like either winning or having a dive kick blocked. And Bakonhausen, they've been so confident we're going for it. Even when it doesn't work out, they're still willing to just keep cycling the back end. Oh, nice overhead right there.
Oh my goodness, and what a solid whiff punish there from Bakonhausen. Another round up. This dude is playing out of his mind. I've never seen Bakonhausen play this well in all the matches I've commentated against.
Yeah, Bakonhausen, they're looking fantastic, right? They're looking like I'm going to win this tournament, but they fantastic, right?
Yep. He's playing so clean. Black. And me taking another knockdown here. Bakonhausen, run up with the throw.
Oh,
trying to do the throw bait there.
block.
Goes for another throw.
Throw.
We have so much great life on the table here for Black. Oh, and a weird and a strange whiff for Bakonhausen there. Oh, and the wall is so close now. You have to take whatever comes after this. Just like this. Here comes the setup. Armageddon inbound.
Oh, they got pushed
no! The hit was so awkward.
What?
That is. He got pushed out. That was such an awkward situation.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure Black has never seen that before, and Bakonhausen takes another game.
Oh my god. They had that like
goodness.
a four-leaf clover, a rabbit's foot, or something in their pocket or something like that, right? I'm scenario I've never seen before. Like, what's going on?
Oh, that went out of me pot of gold.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. And yeah, there's another big hit for Black though. Black not letting that face him whatsoever. Gets the full optimized combo with that hard knockdown. Ooh. Another hard knockdown. Oh, unfortunate whiff grab for Black there, and Bakonhausen going to be getting us a nice small combo here off of it. After this one, he's probably going to be going for the power-up. Yep, there it is. Drink. Respect the explosion. Front throw.
Ooh,
great DP coming out from Black there. Tackle. And a round on the board for Black yet again. These games have been so back and forth. Neither of these guys have a read on each other. Every single round feels like a brand new game.
Yeah, it feels like just like playstyle versus playstyle. You know, like not even a matchup really. Just this is me right here. This is what I'm about.
Oh, there it is. One throw, two throws.
Two.
Oh, and he baited the setup that beats the armor. Really good stuff from Black, and it is now 2-2 in the set. Final game in this winners finals. Will Bakonhausen be able to clutch up and make an insane run to grand finals through winners, or will Black do what he always does and take it home?
All right, Bakonhausen. Poking out, chilling right now, get the net out. Moving forward slowly.
Yep.
Great job.
Okay, yes. Again. Here we go, shotgun. Converts it just to make sure that he can come up and get the full combo. And set up to get this power up and the bombs. 5AA. Goes to the instant overhead. Great block from Black there. Really good at blocking these mix-ups so far. Triple Rekka. Gonna be able to get the full conversion since it hit raw. Here we go.
All this damage.
All this damage. Great guard cancel.
Ooh.
Oh my god, this might be robbery central here.
Oh,
the shimmy! You are insane!
Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yo, shimmy, yay!
Insane! That shimmy was absolutely ridiculous. The insane amount of patience from Black just to wait for Bakonhausen to literally do anything on Wake Up to try to escape from such a desperate situation. Really good stuff from Black. Really good punish. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Bakonhausen, they've been like winning so many scenarios with Black. They're just so solid, right? They're just so solid. And that's like a fighting game fundamental thing right there, that shimmy.
Oh my goodness, my man. Black is so much more optimized than most Crusaders that I watch, man. It is insane how much damage he gets off the tiniest little hits. Ooh, okay, the triple link. It's hard knockdown. Lay cancel on the wall. We got the pressure going. Bakonhausen really needs to get a big hit here. Already down, and the conditioning is against him right now. He has been conditioned on defense to block, and that is all that Black wants to do. But the throw! He's gonna get baited!
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Grenade pressure. Lay cancel on the wall. Great throw tech from Bakonhausen. His adjustments on defense have been insane. Oh, just gets tagged by the tackle though. No dash block. He's still gonna live. Oh
nice
my god, what a match.
again.
He has awakened, which means this is going
right
to wall
here.
bounce, which means this is going to lead into super. Into super. That should be a wrap for the round. We are heading to the final round of Black versus Bakonhausen. Who's going to take it? KO.
Could it be any closer? Could it be any closer?
I don't think it could be. These guys have been playing so back and forth. It'd be really upsetting to see a blow up to end this on either side now. Just based on how good these two are playing right now.
Alright, Bakonhausen slowly edging their way in. Or they're going to be pushing for a dive kick, pushing for a low.
On this onslaught of buttons from Black here. Black just controlling the screen so well, trying to dash up, trying to do anything to bait Bakonhausen into picking a risky defensive option, but Bakonhausen right now just knows better. He's played 5 games where that is...
Oh, no!
Oh, what a huge mistake!
Huge mistake!
Coming up from Black, but another one from Bakonhausen, not being able to get the proper punish, but is going to be able to avoid the guard break. And oh my goodness.
Nice
DP.
reversal. They can smell the blood.
Has Black pushed to the corner, but Black finding his way out, has the install available. This is the most dangerous situation you could be in if you're Bakonhausen, but is able to get the throw in. There's no meter on deck for Black. That is your best starter. No!
Oh, it waited too long!
The dash! Oh my goodness! No meter on deck for Black though, but he's gonna get the 2.
Oh!
Unfortunate Bakonhausen had in the clinch moment. That might have actually even just been a kill combo. That was 60% life. Shotgun starter in Awakening that could have done it, but Bakonhausen unfortunately missing the dash. He's not gonna get it. No combos.
No, that's slight hesitation, right? That hesitation right there cost everything. That could have been a kill. That would have been great positioning. And if we didn't win the kill, they would have had just a fantastic chance. But oh my gosh, it was so close. That was so close. That was so close.
No combos.
That was so close.
No combos.
Megamind is saddened, heartbroken.
Moment. No. You do hate to see it, but once again, your boy Jesus is on his side, bro. Jesus on Black's side once again as he moves on to Grand Finals winner side. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Bakonhausen, but Black kept it consistent for so long. He still deserves the win. He will be sitting Grand Finals winner side. Oh, wow. Ooh.
Yep. Black came through with the clutch, looking super solid. And they were able to hold it together, you know, and Bakonhausen hit that one big drop at the end. Other than that, they were looking pretty good, you know. But that one crucial drop, and the Black was just so solid. Be able to pick up that situation, the awareness to know what to do, and just, you know, sealed it out. And they were just doing really well with the walls, right? They were doing really well with the delayed walls. The delayed walls that try to keep Bakonhausen guessing on when to poke out was honestly really, really strong. You know, we saw the scenario pop up a lot where Black would be doing pressure, throwing out the wall, and then trying to run it and force offense, and then Bakonhausen would just poke out immediately and take their turn. So yeah, good recognition for both players. Super close set. We might see a run back at that too. It's too soon, you know. You gotta see.
That you might, man. But I don't know, man. That if I was Bakonhausen, that would shatter my mental. But I'm also not him, so he might be better off than me. We'll see. Up next, though, we got the match that will decide who's gonna fight Bakonhausen. We got Frosty rocking the Hitman versus Lupro rocking that DK. First to 2. Big ol' slobber knocker incoming. Lupro, very commonly here in these top 8s. Frosty, I believe this is either his first or second time entering, and this is his first time in top 8 here at Rollback on Block. So we shall see how he ends up here if he can take down Lupro. But Lupro is no one to scoff at, man. Super strong player.
All right. We got the Dragon Knight. We got the Hitman.
Alright, this is a run back here, actually. I'm pretty sure Frosty got taken out by Lupro in winners. So this is just another first to 2 run back coming in losing bracket to decide who's going to be in the money this time.
Alright, and Frosty, they've been looking super solid, right? They've been succeeding pretty well inside of matches where they can get an awakening. And I feel like once they had that early match momentum, they've been pretty dominant. And they ain't even worried about the momentum, right? They're worried about the awakening. That's just the added on bonus. Oh, guard thrust into the corner. Okay.
Yeah, that was like a really, really
fortunate.
strange way for the. Yeah, super fortunate for Frosty there. A really, really strange way for the guard cancel to land. He probably wasn't expecting it. Got a lot out of it though, as now he is in the lead over Lupro. But that being said, are you ever really in the lead against Dragon Knight? Oh no.
Dragon, this character just doing so much damage. So much. A nice guard thrust had to get out of there. They have to take their turn right now. Huge meter gain. Oh my gosh. Okay, Frosty. Oh, air to air. Fantastic.
Oh, and we got the
What's he allow
awakening
for
available.
super?
Make sure you go for that super. Make sure you end that combo. Frosty going up around here against Lupro. Alright. Next round here. Lupro not going to be taking that first round. Oh my god, a micro cash 5A from Frosty there, dude. Just round start. Insane play. Alright, big swing. Better up. Trying to just play some neutral here. Lupro trying to get anything started, but Frosty's doing a really, really good job of stopping the pressure before it starts by slapping this dragon just straight out of the sky. Covering that sword and dragon. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, I like how all different players use conversions. You know, some people use conversions to mix ups. Right now, we see Frosty using the conversion just to avoid the dragon pressure. So everybody's been really looking so versatile with the conversion usage.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, Lupro. Nice little throw. Starting to condition so that maybe they'll be able to land a strike into a huge combo later, but that was such a good big swing into conversion because that led them into Awakening, which will lead to them being able to get this combo and end this game 1-0 for Frosty over Lupro right now.
That is disgusting. Oh my gosh.
That was an insanely good play coming out from Frosty there. A really, really good awareness of the conversion to make sure that they could get into that awakening state and finish that round. Really, really good stuff.
Alright, we got Lupro going in, applying the offense, get things started. And Frosty, it's been pretty intense to hold down back, right? And just wait for a guard thrust and then start their turn. Oh, nice air to air.
There we go. Or knockdown there. You actually, I believe, off the area you can get a combo, but maybe Frosty does not practicing that yet. Oh my god, it's the stagger pressure from Lupro, just slowly lowering that guard bar, forcing that guard cancel. Meter is spent here in the beginning of that hard knockdown for Frosty. Another instant overhead or low mix-up is coming. That being said, though, we are just going to be getting that guard bar pressure yet again. This range is actually so difficult for DK to challenge. He has to try to escape to the air in order to make this work. Oh my goodness, look at the pressure coming in here. Baiting the guard cancel from Frosty. Doing it at the very last second. And guard cancel for Hitman, such a good option because you can immediately go into 6S after and get your pressure started. Big swing. But no meter available for Lupro right now. Oh, never mind. It is coming back really fast. I forgot about the awakening. Nope, you cannot do that to him. You cannot do that to her. The dragon has so little recovery. Unless you have like a projectile that you can use quickly, you're not going to be able to punish that. And yeah, we have another guard cancel coming out. And we have conversion available. And Lupro is saying, I'm not respecting this. I'm taking my momentum. I am taking this round.
Lupro looking really, really good. Really confident with that DP right there, right? It was a super dangerous scenario, but they just believed.
Oh, yeah. Big chomp coming in. Loving the pressure coming in from Frosty here. He's doing a really good job of catching Lupro off guard. Lupro, someone known for not blocking as often as some other players. He will try to find a way out of a situation, either whether it be guard cancel, DP, or even just trying to just jump out at a time where he thinks it'll work. Oh, I think that was actually guard button check that looked like a cross-up. Oh, and once again.
And again.
Whoa!
Oh,
what was the hitbox on that DP? What the heck, bro? Oh, you're dead. It's over. It's over. That's the round. Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of momentum shifting right there. And we get the Guardians in the corner, they get this weird interaction, and then Frosty seals it out with the... Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh, okay. Nice jumping right there from Lupro. I feel like we have seen something like decisive air-to-air throughout this match as well. Not coming up as often, especially like the second scenario, early match.
Ooh. Set up for the next mix-up. Goes for the empty low, doesn't work. Oh my goodness, the guard cancel is just hitting at that height so perfectly, sending Lupro back into the corner. It is so fortunate for Frosty when that happens. Great DP from Lupro though. One more hit, and Frosty will lose this round, and Lupro will remain in the set. The throw will do it. 1-1.
Alright, one match apiece. Super close. This is kind of crazy seeing Lupro and losers this early in the tournament. I feel like most of the time we've seen like Lupro, they've been able to like enforce their will on their opponent pretty heavily. But Frosty has been keeping this as mid-screen as possible, so Lupro is not getting that huge Dragon Knight corner loop damage.
Oh my goodness, blocking the double overhead. Frosty defense so consistent. That being said though, it doesn't matter if your defense is consistent if you're gonna get guard broken. Oh, do not have the meter to actually do the rest of the dragon. So we are just going to be going for some repressure. It's the perfect timing though, because now Frosty is not an awakening. Never mind, he converted to be in it, and he's gonna get that link there. Oh my god, look at this damage. Doesn't even need to spend the use the awakening skill. Gonna save the meter. Already gonna be doing 50% off of just that. Oh, tries to go for the big swing to beat the fireball. Unfortunately, the timing and the spacing is just a little bit off. Lupro still in the advantage here.
Oh, nice, going for a throw in between the fireballs. Making it pretty hard for Frosty without the guess speed. The throw attack, they try to reversal out. Still have the dragon to deal with though.
Oh my goodness. That was a little bit unfortunate of that actually might have just been a reset for Lupro there. I think that might have been intentional. I am unsure. Either way though, it did end up landing on Frosty. Frosty now down 50% life. Gonna have to go for a safe ender here. Oh, and just a raw big hand. Loving the pressure right now coming out from Lupro. Frosty scared to challenge because he does not have the life necessary to do so without dying. Okay, here we go. We're going to be getting another follow-up here. Oh, misses the OTG. Unfortunate for Frosty, but he is still going to be able to get the pressure here. He is out of spacing, where Lupro cannot really do that much about his stuff. Lupro still not in Awakening. Oh my goodness, the DP comes out, but no meter available to do the follow-up. And then slowly getting the meter back, has enough to do follow-ups now. Slaps the dragon in neutral, and gets hit by the DP. Clutch from Frosty. Final round. Let's see if Lupro can do it, or Frosty will move on to losers finals. Trying to bait DP so hard with those rolls. Not panning out though.
Close.
The throws are just coming in over and over, but Frosty gonna end up spending all of that white life on that conversion, and is now down to just one hit before it. Like as long as Lupro doesn't start this next hit with a 2-8. Oh, and the conversion to cover. Dragon Knight can actually punish that with their 5-frame button. Unfortunately, though, for Lupro, the conversion was on deck, and Frosty used it to bait. Goes for the empty low. It does not connect. Lupro with one chance here. Great block. Doesn't go for the follow-up. Amazing for Frosty. Tries to bait the roll so he can take his turn back. Oh, conversion available. 6S conversion. Down to literally 1 HP for Frosty here. And the DP on that was not far enough away to avoid it. Lupro gonna take that 2-1 and move on to losers finals. He is in the money.
Yeah, nice job from Lupro right there. Getting a momentum switch. And they've been really confident with those DPs. And I feel like they've always gonna, even when the DP does get baited, there's still always one on the cycle at the end, and it's always good to have that, you know, solid RPS cycle. But yeah, Lupro is someone you might see expecting grand finals winner's side, you know? But I feel like the competition has been really high this tournament. There has been a lot of back and forth between those players. And I feel like everybody's been learning and growing, so it's really hyped to see, you know, it's really hyped to see these close matches. Probably a lot more intense for the players, you know, they might not love it so much, but hey, this is what you're here for, this is the competition you're here for, so yeah. I'm loving it though, I'm loving it.
Absolutely, man, you're always here for the competition. You always love to see it. And you always love to see that batter up coming out from Dragon Knight, man. You always love the big swing. You always love the big bat. Y'all all know it's good. Lupro. Oh, Lupro. I didn't even know Lupro won can opener yesterday. That's crazy. Lupro won can opener yesterday? That's a big W. Hold on. That's huge. I didn't even hear about that. Good stuff, Lupro.
Nice, nice.
Top 8 ain't nothing. No, I'm kidding, no. But yeah, here we go. Lupro versus Bakonhausen for losers finals. Bakonhausen playing better than I've ever seen him play. Unfortunately, lost in winners finals due to a drop against Black. But if he can keep that mental together, I think he can take it against Lupro today. He's been playing so good. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, this is going to be this losers finals coming up. You know, you're super hungry to the losers finals. You know, you really want that big win. You really want that second chance to come up. It's like, okay, I can reset the bracket. I can do this. I can do that. But you have one person standing in the way. And it's not your opponent. It's yourself. All right? You got to overcome yourself. Let's see who can overcome themselves right now. Is it going to be Lupro? Or is it going to be Bakonhausen?
Okay, here we go. Bakonhausen starting off with some pretty good pressure here. Lupro is struggling against options, and this is a run back from winners where Bakonhausen actually kind of blew up Lupro with pretty emphatically.
All right, again, Lupro looking really confident with the DPs, just reversing it out. Bakonhausen, yes, abare. Just poking out Lupro's pressure.
Okay, here we go. Big throw. Oh my god, actually comboing the fireball and adding a little bit of corner carry to the throw there. No combo though, and Bakonhausen going to DP that immediately. Speak of the devil, anything you can do, I can do, buddy.
Ooh. Yeah, unfortunate right there. The dragon comes in clutch. Lupro, oh my gosh, what a counter hit. Oh
my goodness, yeah, that's not going to work.
GP West.
Yeah, a little too far for Lupro to make that work there. Lupro clutching up that first round and maybe going to just dominate this one. Ooh, big hand. All right, going to put Bakonhausen in Awakening, so you are in danger if you get hit here. You got to be really careful. That shotgun is lethal. Trying to fix all that by shotgun. Blow. Oh, and that is a wrap. What a combo from Lupro. An amazing pickup. And Bakonhausen going down 1-0 immediately.
Bakonhausen picking it back up. Because usually they've been like, succeeding a lot with the dive kicks, poking out other people's pressure, fighting those spots again if they want to get some momentum started.
Nice little slow pace start of this game here. Bakonhausen doesn't want to try to go for anything too risky because he was getting punished for that pretty hard in the last game. So, see how his adjustments versus Lupro go. Lupro actually going under the 5B. Dragon Knight's so short. Oh, you had to avoid a guard break situation there. Could not do anything that would require blocking there. So, had to go for DP or throw. Chose DP, chose wrong, and is now stuck in the corner again. Gonna get guard broken by the big swing, and that is gonna be the end of the round.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Lupro's looking super solid right now. You know, running their game plan, getting his guard breaks, getting his solid Oki. Just keeping all the offense on their side.
There we go. All the roll timings from Bakonhausen, that was really risky. Could have been punished by Lupro. Lupro not ready. Gonna get another hit though. And put him in the corner. Big hand incoming. Boom. Mix up time. So tricky. But great block from Bakonhausen.
Alright, run these fly mix-ups, and Bakonhausen hasn't really found a good way out. Okay, nice. Just the last hit on the reversal.
Gonna come through Bakonhausen there. Bakonhausen has been playing so respectfully, trapped in this corner. Gonna run up for throw though. Ooh, and a reversal throw. Here we go. Starting to find some answers here. Ooh, had to guard cancel there. Honestly, just taking the hit on the big swing is better than getting guard broken in that situation. That would have absolutely led to your death. Ooh. Oh, and an amazing whip punish from Bakonhausen there. But he is not in Awakening, which means he's not going to be able to get this kill. And an amazing DP from Lupro here. Lupro might be able to clutch this off of that. Oh, not actually going to kill through the DP there.
Do it again.
Oh my goodness, no punish!
And it's Mac to go down to time.
It might.
Oh,
the last
no,
little
last
explosion with
DP.
DP hitting from so far away. And Lupro dropping the round there. Bakonhausen finally showing some signs of life.
Alright, now one win, you know. Bakonhausen, they got the corner control now. Oh no, roll check.
Guard cancel.
Okay. Nice use of the auto
5A using the anti-air, really good stuff, looking like Dragon Ball out here.
Nice. Oh no!
My goodness, below. Big hand. Mix up time. Oh, actually, he's gonna go for a mid there. Going for that full combo. Full optimization from Lupro right there. Bakonhausen going down 2-0. Not looking great for him right now. Needs to make something happen here in this set. Needs to make some sort of crazy adjustment. Some sort of big change, or else Lupro is going to run right through him. Going to grand finals against Black.
It looks like, you know, Bakonhausen, they haven't had a lot of success with a lot of gameplay they've been succeeding with so far. Okay, this auto combo one is coming in. The anti-air auto combo looks pretty good. But they haven't been succeeding a lot with the dive kick. They haven't been succeeding a lot with their booking out of pressure. And Lupro always does a huge amount of damage. There we go. DP baits.
Oh, Bakonhausen with the huge damage here, man. Absolutely dead. Look, it does so much red. It is just all gone. It has left. Wow.
Yeah, I love it too.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Oh. But Bakonhausen, you know, especially with this character, you know, troubleshooter, he makes your health explode in these huge red chunks. It's not like melting, it's just like boom, 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 and then where did it all go?
Bakonhausen has also made a really good adjustment on defense, which is like every time he sees Astra, he pushes that 5AA to stop the mix-up from happening and to catch a potential jump from Lupro, and it leads to a full combo every time. So it's a really, really strong and good adjustment from Bakonhausen there. We'll see if he's able to keep it up and able to keep up the adjustments for long enough to take us to a game 5 against Lupro. Tries to do it again, but Lupro is a little bit more privy to it this time. He is going to space out the jump backwards instead. Good stuff.
Ooh, alright, blocking it out. The other about the guard bar though.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh, the health is disappearing. Should be able to do one more. It's too far. It's not gonna hit.
Oh.
The spacing was just a little bit off from Bakonhausen. Was not able to get the dashes necessary. And
The
baits the
dive
2A.
kick!
It doesn't matter. Bakonhausen is on the board. 2-1. Still a lead for Lupro, but Bakonhausen is not out of this yet.
You ain't taking me out that easy. Alright, still hungry for it. They still want this win. And they still have 2 more matches. They're hitting 2 more matches to bring it all the way back. Oh, nice reversal right there.
We're going to call that one a multi-layered bait from Bacon. That's what we're going to call that. But, oh, and the 5AA once again doing wonders against Lupro's attempts to try to do stuff with Astra. And it is covering it all. Bakonhausen's adjustments have been so good over these past 2 years.
Oh, what a sick
anti-air! That's a really good starter, too. This is going to lead to a bunch of damage. Bakonhausen going for one more mix-up. Stagger pressure coming in. On a whiff punish from Lupro, but no confirming to the big hand. Oh my goodness. Huge hit for Lupro though. They're leading the big fireball. They're leading to the corner. What an interesting setup. I'm not sure if that's precisely what Lupro wanted, but that's going to lead to a counter hit. Another knockdown. Bakonhausen, the full meter, has guard cancel available. Lupro, in Awakening though, he will not run out of meter through any of these interactions, and this combo should absolutely lead to the kill here. Big hand into Awakening. Gonna clean that round up.
Yep, Lupro looking really, really good. Able to pull it out. And just like one big bar sequence with this character is all you need to take the momentum right back into your favor. Alright, so Lupro, it's a set point right here. You get a big early hit as well. Looking really, really bad for Bakonhausen right now.
Not looking great. Bakonhausen needs to find an answer here, but he's currently getting pressured. Potential 3-touch scenario. Lupro gonna use this opportunity to get a bunch of meter back. We're already up to about 50 as this mix-up starts. Gets hit by the meaty JB, and this is gonna be the loop, I think. Oh, actually does not have enough meter to go for the finisher. Air resets. The DP gets baited. Doesn't matter. No punish. We get another one out. Oh, tries to check with the 5A, but gets tapped by the 5S. Good stuff to Lupro. He will be taking it over Bakonhausen. 3-1 to the run back. Really, really good stuff. He's going to move on to Grand Finals to fight Black in the Dragon Knight versus Crusader matchup. This is going to be a fight for the ages.
Yeah, you know, a high-level tournament, a lot of strong players, both going all at each other. We see like a lot of momentum switching back and forth. And we did see some adjustments right there, you know, from Bakonhausen. They were using the auto combo, the anti-air. They had a huge bait on the DP. But, you know, it just wasn't all enough. It was like small things that were adding up over time, but not all the momentum that we needed. But yeah, we got these grand finals coming up soon. It's going to be super sick. And let's see if Black, you know, they're trying to hold on to this winner's side, try to win in winners, or can reset a bracket from Lupro?
Yeah, maybe, man. It would be exciting. Lupro has been playing super well. Apparently won can opener yesterday. I didn't hear about it, but it's true. He did it. You know, before we get into this grand finals, guys, make sure you go into the chat and type in !Match Arena. We still got so many claim codes remaining. How many we got remaining? We got 40 codes remaining. We got 46 people in here. If you guys were not in the stream earlier and haven't gone to the Match Arena yet, make sure you guys go claim those codes before Grand Finals is over. 40 or 50 remaining. There are 46 people in the stream. Go do it now. Add 25 cents to the pot for free. Let's get it going into Grand Finals right now. Black versus Lupro. Let's get it going.
They want to play now.
They want to play. They're trying to get... These guys are gamers, bro. Gamers don't ever want to stop. And running under the fireball, Dragon Knight is so short.
Ooh, it's Black out of the install. Alright, Lupro going for this Mix City. Hitting Black inside this blender right now.
Oh yeah. Here you go, big hand. Lupro is running that mix. It is so much harder to defend against Dragon Knight's oppressive offense in this matchup, specifically because Dragon Knight has access to that instant overhead, and the big hand is going to finish it. Great optimization from Lupro with a hood perfect here in that first round.
What did he block? Where's the block opportunity at?
Hey, man.
You gotta just guess all day?
Die. Yeah, you just gotta guess all day, man. This is like since Crusader's a big character, he just has to deal with this sometimes. That Dragonite instant overhead's no joke.
Alright. Looks like Black Giants to be really solid on defense. Stuck in defense right now. Oh, okay. Nice double overhead.
Not looking as nice right now. Lupro getting that big hit. This is going to lead to another high-low situation for Black. The low comes out.
Ooh, nice guard thrust.
Just gets dumped out of the tackle. It's like, mine is better than yours. I got a big sword. What do you got, a chest? I don't care about no chest. I don't care about no chest. I don't care about no shoulder. I'm swinging my sword.
Yeah, like Lupro, they're just going like pretty wild right now, right? They're like wild by playing so quickly, but they're making like really solid, really reasonable decisions that are working out to their favor. Right now, Black, okay. First big hit. Take away all that white health.
Oh. Black taking all that he can off of that first big hit. Now 50% down for Lupro. Wants to make sure that if he ever has to take pressure, that if he wins one of the situations, he will be able to just straight up kill Lupro. One more hit should do it, if you can find the right one with the meter available. Ooh, good stuff from Black there. Getting the wall into that 5AA. That's going to clean that round up. Black finally starting to get something on the board here, showing some signs of life.
Alright, Black has to block. Nice reversal. Get the momentum back your side. Oh, nice air stall right there with the conversion.
I think Black is starting to learn that he actually cannot rely on Fireball very much in this matchup, because Lupro can just hold forward under it and potentially punish him. That being said, though, this is doing so much damage here. We have tackle available as well. We're going to do that to get as much damage as possible. One more hit should wrap this up for Black here. And baiting the DP will do it. 1-1. Black only needs two more games.
Yeah. Pretty momentum swing heavily, right? I feel like whoever gets the first hit, the first few sequences, they're winning the whole round, and then like they're taking both rounds and they're winning the match, right?
That's
so
what it feels like,
swinging one way. Okay, nice anti-air.
Really, really good Astra punish there. 5B. Jump back, spaces it out so you can BTB there. Really, really good stuff from Black here. Another hard knockdown. Cross up. Put himself in the corner, though. Not an amazing situation.
Oh, wow. Nice check from Black. This is going to be it right here?
It's going to be close.
Oh, almost.
Not quite enough, and an amazing whiff punish from Black with that 5AA there. Big whiff from Lupro, and that is going to be another one on the board for Black. Black playing with so much momentum right now.
Yeah, just seeing Black play this character, it feels like a totally different character. Like Crusader, I feel like in any other hands, feels like a pretty solid character, pretty good, pretty annoying. But with Black, it feels like the character's so versatile, it's just so free. They're just so creative with the problem solving. Oh no!
Oh, unfortunate whiff on the instant overhead for Lupro. I think that actually would have hit Black there. And even though not going to be able to get a full combo for Lupro, is able to punish that DP at least to some extent. But it doesn't matter. He's going to get hit by that wall in one more game, and Black will take rollback on block number 8.
Yeah, just super quickly, but I love that. It was javelin into the wall, right? Javelin check, then the wall, then I still had more. Okay.
Alright. All Black needs to win this set is one more W. Actually gets caught out of startup of the tackle there and wastes a bunch of meter. This is a huge hit for Lupro here. Not much meter on the side of Black, slowly getting it back, but he's only going to have just enough for a guard cancel after this knockdown. Has to be careful with how he uses it, though, because Dragonites can really easily bait it by using the Astra.
Alright, Black got a whole lot of white health to work with. Are they saving it? Using it right now.
Devil. Oh, Lupro forced to use that on conversions. We can get a punish. But big hand coming in. Astra goes for the throw, Astra is going to lead the combo. Big hand, Ender. Big hand. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this dragon, right? This dragon is just so phenomenal. Just so much you can do with it. Pressure, combos, converting off of throws, anti-airs. If you don't check that dragon, if you let it rock out, it will literally destroy you.
Yeah, man.
Burn you
That one is literally like, literally an assist call, bro. I swear, the little fireballs just feel like hitting missiles, bro. That's what it feels like, bro.
Yeah, basically, right?
Alright, here we
I
go.
can hear Doom snapping in the back.
It just...
Ah!
Oh, here we go with the pressure. Double overhead, gets blocked, but close to a guard break for Lupro here. If he can get out of this pressure situation and get on block, but it looks like it's not going to happen. I think this will kill. It will. Black is one round away from taking Rollback on block. Will he be able to do it, or will Lupro clutch up and take us to a game number 5 in this first set?
Yeah, I got Black. You know, they're probably hungry. I guess they're waiting downstairs. They want to eat. They're trying to speed right now. Match point. Ooh. That was nice. That was a nice speed. That was a nice speed. It ended up working out, but it was still nice.
Lupro. So close here. Oh, huge hit for Lupro here. Oh, but the spacing was so awkward. Unable to get the loop started. Doesn't have that much meter now either. Has to wait a little bit for it to recharge before you can even commit to that big damage. Runs another fireball. Slowly trying to push Black to the corner. Catches him with it. Catches the jump. Lupro starting that pressure up again. But had to deal with the wall and gets baited on the DP. Oh, this is huge damage. You're 100% dead here. Black is going to take it 3-1 over Lupro. Over the can opener champion.
Yeah.
Black taking it. Super solid play.
Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light, my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Whom shall I be afraid? And right there, KH Black was not afraid. Ended up sealing it out. No fear. Winning in the winner's side. Side the Black. Is that pet hamsters right there? The pet guinea pigs?
Yeah, we got
Shout
two
out
pet
to them
hamsters
too. They're
on
probably
screen.
laying an assist in the
Shout out to
background,
them.
right?
All hamsters go to heaven, dog. What's up? Let's get it. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we got another one in the books for Shadow Royalty. Rollback on block. And Black winning it, coming in super clutch, coming in super smooth with the walls, with the javelins, with all the installs, with all the throws, with the reads, with the baits, and shimmy, shimmy, ya, shimmy, yo, shimmy, yay, you know? Like a super clutch. Oh, praise be to Black, praise be to the Lord, you know?
Praise be.
We have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And also praise be to that Maturino. Make sure you're still hitting up that Maturino. Like, I see y'all in there. I see y'all. I see 45 of y'all in there. You know, we got all the tools available, but they're still waiting for you.
I was gonna say, bro. After that last DP punish, I think Lupro got turned to the Holy Ghost, bro. That was a huge punish right there. But yeah, that is gonna be a wrap for Rollback on block number 8. Once again, if you guys haven't done the Claim Coast match, do that before we pay out, so we can pay out the top 3 as much as we can, because those matches were so entertaining. Bakonhausen was so much fun to watch. Black was so much fun to watch. Lupro was so much fun to watch. Such good play all around to everybody. Everybody in our top 8, everybody in our entire tournament. You put on a great show for us. Really appreciate it. I love doing this every Wednesday. It's part of the highlights of my week. I love commentating. I love putting up these background images for you. Hold up. Let me see if I got it. Do I have a good one? All right. You know what? Even though they didn't win, we putting up Dragon Tail. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back with DNF again next week. I believe Strive is also next week, correct? I believe next week is Strive. Oh. Or is that tomorrow? Am I bugging? I don't know. I don't know.
Strive. I didn't even know.
We run Strive and KOF. KOF was last week. I think Strive is this week. Should be tomorrow. I don't know. We will check you guys next time. Follow Shadow Royalty GG on Twitter. Peace.
Later.